pleasure, brother. You could just sit here and take shots if you like.
Man, make yourself at home. Don't be in here being timid and shit. Now.
Hey man, first day on the job.
Hey, shit, you got hired for a reason. You gotta act like you belong.
Nah, I just said I gotta see your submissive card because I be thinking when a black woman say I'm submissive, I'm like I gotta see.
You gotta see what level.
Yeah, I just gotta see.
Because there's levels to submission.
Facts.
Yeah, but the argument I'm tired of.
Not saying you not. I just
the argument I'm tired of is every time we talk about submissiveness and playing a role in a relationship, everybody start naming what type of nigga it got to be, and I'm just like, no, that's a what they call that? It's a straw man argument. Right. It's like, bro, like if you choose somebody,
that's always my argument.
You feel me? If you choose somebody. You feel me? And you're not if you choose somebody and you're not willing to submit to them, then you chose the wrong fucking person.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's like I always say, well, if he's built this, there is no if, motherfucker. This is the person I chose. They met all the requirements and the credentials. Now it's my time to do what I did. Just like I told him, if it's the first day on the job, don't act timid, motherfucker. We gave you the job. You feel me? Come in here and act like you belong. I tell my son this all the time. Quit acting like it's a privilege to be on this fucking basketball team. Nah, you made the team. Yeah. Go out there and shoot the ball like they fucking shooting it. You don't have to pass to them.
I think that's what messes most people up in relationships, though. It's like once they do enough to get in the door, and then once they're in the door, they get complacent.
Who, men?
Men and women.
Women don't do nothing to get in it, but go ahead.
Some do.
Okay.
Some try to. I know that's how I am because, again, I've been married before, so my perspective on relationships is completely different. So when a guy introduces himself, I study him first. I'll pay attention to how you dress, how you smell. I pay attention to how you articulate your words. I pay attention to everything, your street cred, your book cred, whatever it is. And then once we have a decent conversation, now I'm paying attention to how you carry yourself throughout the conversation as well. How you are with your kids. Like when you can learn a lot about the person that you're choosing, even just by viewing what they put on their social media page. If you really study them, then you know what you're getting yourself into. And if you're not for me, I'm going to let you know, hey, this ain't the type of shit I'm on.
Can you drop somebody because of what's on their social media page? Let's say you fucking with everything and then you see the social media.
Have.
Okay.
That's your resume now.
Yeah.
It is.
Nowadays.
What about that social media made you decide to drop this person?
So if you're telling me, this goes back to just being honest from the beginning, what we discussed on the last podcast. If your social media, like if we have a phone conversation and you're saying, oh yeah, I got kids and I'm good at this and da-da-da-da-da, but then on your social media, all I see you post is ass and titties and this and that, you're giving a false perception of what you really want, in my opinion. Okay, it's not matching up with what you're telling me.
So he was explaining that he was a family man.
Yes.
And then you went to his social media and you saw titties and ass.
It looks like a porn site.
But do you understand that family men like titties and ass too, though?
I get that. Like, but here's the thing. If you're posting nothing but you fucking, like he was posting videos and then do the little scribble through it, he was fucking these females.
Oh, he was posting. Oh, yes. My bad. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know.
You were fucking these women.
I apologize.
So it's not the same.
Accurate read.
You should have flagged his ass.
So if I'm looking and then mind I'm starting
to think you just like wild niggas.
No, I'm not a picky person. So he wasn't the most attractive guy, but he carried himself well and he was able to articulate very well. Right. So then when we followed, he was dark skinned. When I followed him, on social media, and I'm like, okay, here's a female sucking his dick, and here's him fucking another female. He was
supposed to block you. You weren't even supposed to be able to follow him.
He had his OnlyFans, and this was content he was
he was OnlyFans nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, what is now I'm back on his side.
He didn't say that.
My fault.
This goes back to being honest in the beginning. Right. He didn't say that initially.
So when you asked him,
he didn't tell you where he worked.
No.
But he gave you the social media. When you asked him for his Instagram, he gave it to you with
him?
You clicked on the link?
No, I didn't click on the link. This was in his close friends, in his story.
He
added you to them close friends?
Yes.
He wanted you to see his work.
He was being
I didn't want to see that. Though.
He made you a close friend.
Nah, I'm cool.
Hey man, that's
I'm kind of on his side.
That shit is
first. I thought he worked at UPS and he was just fucking hoes on Instagram.
If you're presenting yourself as a family man and you're saying you want a relationship, you can't add somebody you're interested in to your close friends and show them
so out of curiosity, let's say he was straightforward. My fault. Let's say he was straightforward, right, and told you, I do want a family. I am looking for a relationship, but I do OnlyFans.
That's different.
Will
though.
you still give him opportunity?
We could have talked.
So
We could have talked, but it's the fact that you said one thing, but then you're.
well, how about this to play devil's advocate, right? So if you claim to be a family woman and all of these things, and now to go to your Instagram and you wilding out with your homegirls, y'all drunk as fuck, y'all shaking ass, popping pussy, like does that take away from what you really are?
No, that's different from
How?
fucking a bitch on. That's different.
But see, it's all about perception though. It's all about what you consider wild. Because if I'm somebody
True.
that's in the church and I want a wholesome woman, that's equally as wild as fucking somebody.
But I'm
to
not
me.
presenting myself as a home just because I was raised in the church and that's all I know. That's not what I'm presenting because I'm giving you straightforward from day one.
No, I'm just saying hypothetically, if you told me, hey, I'm a family woman, I want a family, you feel me? This is what I do. I'm all about my kids, I'm all about my woo-woo. And then I catch you turning up on social media with your girls and I'm just like, this is not what you told me you were.
And take it off yourself if you want
That's
to.
why I say hypothetically,
there are
not
women,
you, just in general.
because there are women who
If it
go
was
around
me-
asking for a
If it
relationship,
was
but
me,
they gram is full of.
I tell people who I am up front though. So if we're hypothetically speaking on me,
No, but
No,
we're
we're
not.
not hypothetically.
We just say as
talking
a
about you. We're saying
woman.
A woman.
well, I agree then. Because no man wants something that's easily accessible to another man.
But does that mean you're easily accessible or does that mean you're just having a good time?
If it's being posted on social media, it draws attention.
But
And with that attention, most men, for example, if I was to start an OnlyFans
I will
and
subscribe.
I had a guy that was interested in me, no man, something that they want to possess or something that they don't want it to be touched by anyone else. So
Agreed.
I can't get mad if he say, hey, I understand you did this before I stepped in, but you got to let that go because it's his. If we're pursuing something personable, it's his. You can't share that with the rest of the world because now it's okay. Well, if you're on, it creates the insecurities.
But would you do, in my hypothetical, would you accept him if he actually did OnlyFans and he was honest? Would you be with him?
I would accept him. I wouldn't say I would be with him, but I would understand it. If this is your means of income and this is what you're doing for now, then tell me that and let me decide where we go from here. But don't hide, oh yeah, I want a wife and I want this and I want da-da-da-da-da. And then, boom.
Well, you probably gave
5,
those
6,
vibes
7, 8.
off when he met you. You know what I mean? That's probably why he gave you that and said that. Like, damn, she probably looking for a husband or something.
Then don't lie.
I mean, but
He might have been looking for that. Like I can't wait to give up this dick slinging for a job. I'm looking for, but I'm not gonna give it up if you ain't gonna be here. That man was trying to set you up on something.
I guess I'm a little different when it comes to shit like that though, because I'm one of those people that I'm going to allow to be somebody exactly who they are, and then I'll assess how I'm gonna deal with you based on that. I'm never gonna ask somebody to stop something they're doing for me. You feel what I'm saying? If I meet you and you're an OnlyFans worker and I can't deal with that, I'm just not gonna fuck with you on that
But
level.
that's what I'm saying.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
But I'm not gonna ask somebody to stop something they're doing that they chose to do before I came along. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, how about not start? Will you ask someone to not start something? Let's say you meet a woman and she's not doing any of those things, and now after you already dating her, she's interested in pursuing that now. Will you put your foot down and say, if you start this, I'm out of here?
I would tell you that. I wouldn't tell you to not start. I will tell you if you start, this is where I stand. You feel me? I'm not going to ever tell somebody what they can or can't do because I want you to be comfortable with who you are. Because the thing about it, bro, there's somebody out there for everybody. You feel me? And somebody will
That just
accept you
means you're
just
not
as
for
you
me.
are. You feel me?
Right.
Because I want to be accepted how I am. The thing about me is I want to go into a situation being exactly how I am. I will make compromises and I will do certain things to cater to a relationship. You feel
Right.
me? I'm not somebody to come in. I'm not somebody that's going to say, just take me as I am. I don't believe in
gonna
that.
say that-
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
But at my core, the way I am, I'm going to be the way I am. But I will make adjustments.
Yeah, but OnlyFans isn't her core. She's still the same woman you fell for. I just would like to
I
pursue
understand
this
that.
as a
I
career.
understand that, but there's certain things I'm not tolerating too.
So
that I don't choose.
So
for
you
me.
couldn't date an OnlyFans person.
I'm not saying I couldn't. I'm saying if I'm just speaking hypothetically. You feel me? Because me personally, I don't give a fuck what somebody got going on. There's only a few things that are kind of just like too much for me. You feel me?
Right.
But that's not something that's too much for me. But I'm just saying in general because most men wouldn't be okay with that. You feel what I'm saying?
This goes back to what I said. Tell me the truth from the beginning. Kind of like with your homeboy. Knowing you had a threesome with 2 niggas is something I should have known from the beginning. If you have an OnlyFans, this is something I should have known from the beginning with you fucking multiple females, and then you're trying to add me, because now I feel like just a notch in your belt.
How far along were y'all?
We had only talked for like a month.
Oh, he was
I think he was trying to tell you. I think that was his way. Like,
he was telling
I don't know how to reveal this to you, so this is my reveal.
Right.
Like,
well, it was something I.
It's the beginning.
He
Tell you in the beginning. He telling you in the beginning.
But at the same time, like, I consider myself one of those people that it's just certain things I'm not gonna tolerate.
Man, get you some of the OnlyFans dick.
I believe you have that. I believe you have that right.
Why? Because he's sharing it. Okay, listen. I like you. I do OnlyFans. Well, listen, hold on, wait a minute. I like you. I do OnlyFans, right? And I make good money. Let's say I show you the receipts. Like, babe, I got subscribers. I'm lit on this motherfucker, right? I'm gonna give it all up for you. Well, I'm gonna give up the other people. You come do it with me. I'm making
cool
20 bands a month. I need you on here with me.
That.
Oh, you cool with that?
That's exciting.
Oh, okay,
I
cool.
like that plan.
I'm cool.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
That's a good compromise.
So if we're doing something together, that's different. But I guess because of how I am, I don't like to share like that unless it's an understanding from the beginning. I feel like everything that I'm willing to give and do for the person that I'm with, all of this extra stuff is not necessary.
But you always gonna semi-share, sharing.
I get that, and that's not the issue. But overall, is have that understanding. You know who you coming home to. You know what we have going on. You know what we're building. So let's not get disrespectful. Don't embarrass me in public. Don't have your side chicks calling my phone, texting me, whatever the case is. Like, let's just be respectful about it. I'm okay with knowing that if you need outside pleasure, cool. Go do what you do. Don't tell me about it. I'm okay with that. Be honest and say, hey, whatever the case is, but don't have me looking stupid.
That always baffles me when women say, "I'm okay with it. Don't tell me about it." You're not okay with it.
No, what I mean is like,
if I'm okay with something, I'm okay with knowing about it.
What I mean is like, don't come to me and give me all the details.
Because if you're okay with it, you're okay with the details. That's just the truth of it. It's just like we love to. The thing about it is that what we're saying in a sense is that we'll deal with certain shit. You feel me? Dealing with it doesn't mean you're okay with it. You feel me? And that's always that's something that I don't recommend people do in a relationship. I don't recommend you compromise something that you're not really okay with, because it's only going to cause problems later on down the line. You feel what I'm saying? If you say you're not okay with something and you're going along with it anyway, you're always going to have a problem with it. Just like you say, if you're not okay with your girl going to the club every fucking week, but you'll deal with it. You feel me? It's going to irk you every time she get dressed and go out.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. But I hate to say, you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. Neither of you, because you're right in feeling, but you're right in being literal, right? Most times I say this, women are going to share. 90 to 95% of women who are in relationships are getting cheated on. Yes, you people watching this, if you married, if you got a boyfriend, I'm sorry to tell you, it's going down in some way, form, or fashion. Now, I do think that the more a person loves you, the more he should try to fight to keep it out of your way.
Right.
You know what I mean? The girls that come in your inbox, because that was one of the things when I was an active cheater out here doing my shit. Like, bro, my side chicks literally thought in their mind that I skin them alive if you approach my old lady. Like, bro, don't go. That was understood. Like, don't go in that direction.
Right.
You feel me? And if I thought you was that kind of person, I wouldn't even rock with you.
Right.
So for those ladies who get the girls in their DMs and or the dude who fucking your coworker, that's incorrect.
That's on him. Right.
That's on him.
Right.
But like I said, I always think about the listener. And people gonna take shit the wrong way. When you say they shouldn't deal with something, when you truly love somebody, it's always gonna be something you deal with.
Yeah.
You have to pick. You have to pick and choose your battle. So, but somebody will take that literally, and everything they don't want to deal with, they like, no. That's not how.
But what I'm saying is this, bro. As a woman, it's just like if you tell, like as a woman, when you tell a man, I'm okay with something. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just open. You are better off telling the man you're not okay with it and don't do it. Right. Then you get the version of cheating that you do,
right?
To where I'll skin you alive if you go to my old lady. You feel what I'm saying? Because you got to be extra careful because she's not okay with it, and you know she's not okay with it. But when you tell me you're okay with it, then that leaves room for error for me. You feel me? And then when it comes to you and you get ready to get on my ass about it, I'm like, you said you were okay with it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's almost like I'm not going to express that I'm okay with something I'm truly not okay with. I can say I respect it and I understand that you're a man and you're going to do what you do, but I'm never going to say I'm okay with it.
I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't say you're okay with it.
My only thing is, again, one of the biggest issues most men have is they pillow talk with their side chick. Don't pillow talk about me to no damn body.
Agreed.
Whatever we got going on, I don't care what issues it is. I don't care if it's a lack of pussy. I don't care what it is. Don't pillow. And that's the biggest mistake most niggas make when it comes to their side chick, because they're looking for something. They're emotionally torn with the person they're with. And they go to the other woman and they pillow talk with her to get that sympathy.
You want me to tell you a secret though? The only successful way for a man to have a side chick is for him to have side chicks. You can't deal with one fucking side chick consistently and think you're not gonna feel something. It's human nature to feel something for somebody when you consistently fucking with them. That's why the way I used to fuck around with, everything would be spread out. I might have 6 different women I fucked throughout the year, right? But it might be one.
That's why I fuck my dog. This is some player shit he doing though. He's incorrect, but
listen,
that's how he get his shit off though. Like
I might have 6, right? And it might be I might fuck with one maybe twice in a month. Right. There's no attachment. I ain't even seen you enough. You feel what I'm saying? Because my thing is this. It's just I asked my woman one time. I said,
like, look, baby, I need 6 of them. That's the only way it's gonna work.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why it works better, right? My woman was just like, I'm okay with you doing what you do. I just don't want you out here catching feelings or liking nobody, right? So I say,
this is how I got to do it.
So this is what I said. I asked her. I say, so. I said, what are the requirements for a nigga to fuck you? And then she ran down the requirements of things that, you feel me? I said, would you deal with a nigga doing any less than that? No. I said, bro, these women out here feel the same way you feel, whether they're side chicks or not. Women want to benefit something from a man. I don't care if you just fucking them or not. You feel what I'm saying? After a while, women are going to want benefits in some form or fashion, even if they're only emotional, right? So I said, by your standard, I just need to go buy prostitutes. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because I don't feel, my point exactly. I'm not going to buy the same fucking prostitute every time I go buy a prostitute.
But you can.
Right, but I'm not going to. What's the fucking point of that? Yeah. You feel me? So
I understand.
Right. So my thing is like, it was easier for me to have multiple women that I was dealing with, bro, because the attachment wasn't there. It was almost like I didn't fuck with you, and I always dealt with somebody else who had something to lose too. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to deal with nobody that ain't got nothing to lose because you're gonna try to sabotage my shit.
Right. That's a lesson learned. Right. Yeah. Lesson learned. That come from experience.
Me and my dog about to argue. First of all, welcome to the Anxiety Issues Podcast. I'm Adam 12 Taylor here with my brother Boneface of Boneface Inc. and the lovely Lala. Third time, welcome back.
Thank you.
And we got a sitting guest. You just popped up.
And
man, go and introduce yourself because I'm unfamiliar, so let them know who you are.
Bunny Bullo from Milton, Florida. Follow me on Instagram at Bunny Bullo 850.
Facts. So he
tell these folks what you do, man. That humble ass introduction, man. Get arrogant on these folks a little bit. God damn, bro. Come on in the limelight, man.
I will for the ones who know who I am, man. You know what I do. I make music. I make damn good music, bangers every time I drop.
Come on.
There we go.
Come on.
Well, I'm in here, with the king right here in the city, and the gorilla over here.
Appreciate it.
The queen right here. So, yeah, we doing our thing tonight. That's what's up.
Welcome,
there you
brother.
Go, man. That's how you introduce yourself, man.
Oh, yeah, screenwriter.
Boy, giving him credit.
That's what we're here shouting himself. Yeah, man, we ain't going to do that.
Man. Hey, quick question. You ever got ready to DM a girl and you saw she had a Bible quote in her description, so you didn't do it?
Absolutely.
Okay, I thought it was just
absolutely.
She was fine.
You skated right past God. You ain't putting nothing about that.
I know the Bible a little bit. So
that nigga said I know the Bible a little bit.
Mama a deacon there.
So you knew that scripture. You slid right in her DM like, oh, I know that.
Because you already know you're gonna hit her. How you doing today? I'm blessed. You don't even know how to reply to that.
Never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's Grand Rising now. Grand Rising.
Boy, don't ever use that one. They done ran that in the ground.
What's that?
Like PK kids are the worst.
No, y'all the freakiest. But if you got God in your description,
true.
I'm like,
that's not. I'm a PK.
I was raised with a preacher's kid.
I'm a PK. But we're not the freakiest people. It's just that we
not,
look bad because we're doing what.
Are you not freaky?
There you go, right there. You sunk a ship.
But what's the difference from what anybody else does?
B1?
A freaky person is just a freaky person. But because I'm a PK, it's looked down upon. You shouldn't be doing that.
No, y'all be different. Y'all be a different freak.
Yeah, you suck dick much better when you know you're
Y'all
going to hell
just
for
get
it.
judged harder for it.
You got to get the most out of it. Squeeze all the juice out of the lemon.
So much
We be
better
into
when
a little bit of BDSM.
I'm telling you though, you already know. I'm telling you though. Hey, listen, I got so much to say, but my mama watched it.
Call it a PK.
I'm not gonna do it though.
PK.
I thought I was the only one. But back to what you said. Listen.
Go ahead.
All right. When it comes to cheating, though, that was some real player shit. I see how you be getting your rocks off, though. From one player to another, I salute that theory you gave, and I truly believe that you believe that.
Okay.
Listen, but you can have one side woman. You understand what I'm saying? Here's the problem, though, what most niggas do. Okay. Here's something I'll tell you. You haven't been on the show. I tell women all the time, there's only one thing to look for when you look for a man, and that's character. You understand what I'm saying? Character follows you everywhere you go. You cannot leave it. It's in every aspect of your life. Yeah. If you see your dude backstab his homeboy, you can believe he backstabbing you. If your homeboy don't respect his mama, you can believe he ain't gonna respect you. You get what I'm saying? So character follows you everywhere you go. So cool. When you have a dude who has a side woman, there's certain things that you do. Now, if you can catch him and it makes it back to you and all that other shit, he pillow talks, you could have spotted that in another area of his life you just wasn't looking for. You get what I'm saying? When a woman likes you, she gets blind to a lot of shit. She'll let a lot of shit go, and then when the relationship fails, you'll go back and mark all those red flags that you missed. You get what I'm saying? So the typical good nigga does not pillow talk about his girl to his side woman. You feel me?
Right.
Also, what I think, I don't even want to say this, man. This is bad. Can I say this or this is bad?
What?
About how I think you get down in your situation. Or should I just leave that alone?
I'm confused.
I want to address what you said about having 6 other, or should I just leave it? I can leave it alone.
No, I'm speaking past tense. So
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I feel like my brother is the type, he's a quality man. You get what I'm saying? I think he wants every woman he deals with to be of quality. You get what I'm saying? So let's say I view my girl as an upstanding woman, right? A 10 or whatever I view her as, right? There are some cats who try to fuck side women on the same level as their girlfriend. So this other 10 is going to have the same requirements as the 10 you have at home. Yeah. So now you have to put in equal duties or some form of fashion to whatever, right? Mm-hmm. From my standpoint is, if my girl is here, I cheat here. You get what I'm saying? Because I won't risk this making it back to that. If I have to take this other 10 out to dinner or have conversations or show emotions, that tells that other side girl that I'm invested. And maybe I am invested. If I have just one, I'm having dinners here with my old lady and also dinners here with my side girl. Maybe I will fall. But when I got Miss 6 or 7 down here who just answer that text at 3 a.m. and come get this dick, it's different.
For the viewers, though, just because we always got devil's advocate. I understand exactly what you're saying.
Right.
But for them, the question you're going to see in the chat while you're saying this is that if you have a 10, why even cheat with a 5? That's what people are going to say in the chat. Exactly. So explain.
Okay, so because when I say a 10, it has nothing to do with the pussy. You get what I'm saying? Your 10 could be that value can be scattered off in a number of things. It could be your personality, your education, your looks, your sex in the bed. It could be a whole bunch of things that make you a 10 or make you quote unquote girlfriend material. That's what I should have said. Because people associate 10 with looks. So I'm just saying girlfriend material. I love you. You're upstanding. I can get you pregnant, and I trust you with my children. You get what I'm saying? That's girlfriend material.
Let him go because I got another question. Go ahead.
Right. No. So all those things are girlfriend material. The girl that I am sleeping with, okay, offers me whatever else that is missing that I require from my own personality. I don't want to take away from you as my girl. You get what I'm saying? This is just some other need that I have inside of me. Maybe it's the way I fuck her. Maybe it's her sluttiness. Like whatever it might be. It's just another part of me that I need to go deal with over here.
Okay, another question you're going to get in the chat after that, right?
Yeah.
The question is going to be this. Okay, I'm just, because I know what the chat going to say. Right. The chat is going to say this. Okay, what if there's something that she's lacking in you? What if the sex isn't that good for her with you? Is she able to go fill her void somewhere else in the areas that you lack?
Are we talking about the side chick?
No, his wife.
His
woman. Because he's lacking something in his relationship, and he fulfills that with another person.
So you started something right now.
Hold on.
And I'm just asking questions that they're gonna ask. This is not my questions. Because what happens is this: is that what people have to understand is that when you're in a relationship and you're with a person, like, nobody is going to be everything. Mm-hmm. You're making compromises in certain areas. Okay, the pussy might be a 6, but everything else is a 10. Right. Or the pussy might be a 10 and everything else might be a 6. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So when you're choosing a person, it's just like the app we were talking about with the attributes. You have to put together your person with the points that are available. You don't have 100 points. You can't fill all this shit up, right?
GPA of relationships.
So you're breaking this down, right? So what people are going to say is just choose somebody that suits you so you don't have to cheat. That's what they're going to say. Right. So my thing is, okay, cool, fair. You have your main girl and she's lacking in areas and you cheat down a little bit. Right. Not even say lacking in areas. Okay. There are some things that you get fulfilled that you don't have fulfilled at home.
It's within me.
It's within you.
Girl.
It's not your girl. Mm-hmm. It's something within you that you're not getting that you get somewhere else. Right? Is it okay for your woman to get those things that she's not getting somewhere else?
And that's a conversation that men do not want to have.
Yeah. Okay, explain. Okay, explain. And these are the good conversations because these are the conversations.
Please explain.
Hold on, because I know you capable of it. That's what I'm asking. And I'm setting you up because I'm setting you up to be a genius.
I just want to say no. That's my answer, no.
And I know it's your answer, but you're never going to be able to explain your answer. So he's going to have to explain the answer for you because no man can explain this, right? Because this question gets asked all the time, and the man always comes with some ding-bad ass, weird ass answer. That's
don't you want to talk about it? You don't even want to talk about it.
So what I want from you is an answer, because most answers that you are going to get from 98% of men are going to be based on ego. Right. I want an answer that is not based in ego to that question.
Okay, so what I will say before is I'll say this in advance. Women are excellent at getting their other needs met outside of their relationship. That's what I will say. That's why they have such things as work husbands and shit like that, where they emotionally get themselves off, right? Women are emotional creatures, okay? Cool. So let's not just make them out what?
Let him finish. We're going to let you go. We're going to let you ride for like 5 minutes straight. But that's why I want him to get his out the way, and then we're going to let you go crazy.
I specifically, that's why I said, I hate when women feel like a man is cheating on them because there's something wrong with them. It has nothing to do with you. You're perfect the way you are. Well, I'm gonna say the way you are, but if a man dates you, you're fine. You get what I mean? If I agree to be your boyfriend, to be your man, I'm not cheating because of something that you're lacking. Okay? I think that women understand it that way because that's when they cheat. Mm-hmm. It's all. You ever seen a man get caught cheating and he say, "Baby, it's not what it looked like."
Right.
You got the bitch on top of you, right? But that really makes sense, baby. It's really not what it looks like. I don't love her. I don't nothing. I'm just over here doing some bullshit. Mm-hmm. You ever seen a woman get caught cheating? Baby, I'm sorry, but if you was home all the time, so you put that on me quick. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? A woman has a reason for her stepping out. It's always something that the man is lacking. So basically what I'm saying is this. It's not okay because only thing you can offer me in a relationship is your loyalty. As a man, I do not want to be in a relationship, period. You understand? The way a relationship is constructed has no value to me whatsoever but having exclusive access to you. That is the only thing I get from a relationship. A woman is a liability. You understand? It is. I know it sounds bad when you say that, but it is. When you, from a man, when you're a man, when you get a woman, you have to protect. You're supposed to provide. You get what I'm saying? There are responsibilities that you have when you bring on a woman. Now, when you do something, you can't just do for yourself. You have to do for her. If she produces children for you, you have more obligations, right? Mm-hmm. There is nothing about a relationship, the way it's constructed today in America, that suits a man. I'm only in this because this is your standard. And this is the only way I can be in your life.
So why be in it? That's the question. So why be in it?
Because I love you. I told you this. Listen, I told you this last podcast. When a man loves you, it's a rarity. You get what I'm saying?
That means there is a want then.
There's a want for what?
No. Most men enter the relationship and they don't want it. But if you fall in love with somebody, that means you want it.
No. I want you. I don't want it. So understand this. If I could have my way, let's just take away the rules and say I could have my way, right? I would have you. You would never fuck another nigga, and I would go out here and do whatever I wanted to, anytime I wanted to, right? But that's not logical. That's not the world we live in. No woman would sign up for that. I don't think they should. So in order for me to have you, if you are girlfriend material, I have to capitulate to some of your rules, and you get what I'm saying? That's a compromise. If I fall in love with you, the only way I can be with you is if I agree to some of your standards, yes or no? I can't just have you and be out here doing what I want to do, right?
No.
But
okay, cool.
But go ahead, finish.
No. I'm just saying that's the only way a man can be in a relationship. And most upstanding women require you to offer me some exclusivity to be with me. So as a man, I have to, quote unquote, lie or accept a role that I really don't want to be in, but I love you. It's like a really good job. You want to go work for this job, but they got some fucked up hours. But damn, this is a fire ass company. This is gonna look good on my resume. You're gonna accept them fucked up hours to go work for this company.
You leave after a while too if you ain't.
Not if the paychecks is on time.
Nah.
No,
like
you put up. Everybody goes to these jobs that they hate, but when that paycheck worth it though, you sign right back up for it again. So even when you in a relationship as a man, there's some suffering to a man. Pawpaw suffer, granddaddy suffer, daddy suffer in a relationship, but it's okay when your wife returns and gives you what you need as a man. You'll re-sign back up for those things every day. It's fuel.
So earlier you said that all that a man wants in a relationship is loyalty. So
that's the only thing you can offer me.
Right. So at the end of the day, another question you're going to get is, does the woman not deserve loyalty?
But my loyalty comes in different things. So understand this. Let's say you go to
hold on before you even go there. This is another question. This is going to be. See, this is.
You gotta ask me one at a time.
I am. But I want you to answer both of these at the same. It's almost in the same realm. I think men, when we talk about relationships, we take the human aspect out of it with women a lot of the time. You feel what I'm saying? And we think about how we feel and what we think and how we see shit, but we don't understand that. And a lot of the times, what I will say about men too is we love to tell women that you don't know what it is to be a man, and then you don't understand like how men function and how men think. But then we'll spin right back around and tell women how they're designed and how they should think when we're not women too.
But we don't tell them. Well,
yes, we kind of do, because what you'll do.
I don't kind of.
Well, how about this? How about this? Do you? How do
I
you?
don't kind of.
Well, how about this?
Yeah.
Do you feel like women are designed to function in a fashion to where they can deal with multiple men at one time and love multiple men at one time?
No.
So that's you telling the woman how she's designed.
But no, I'm not telling them how they're designed. I'm telling them that from all of my experiences with women.
Right.
That's them telling me how they're designed.
But
on a mass scale. And I'm regurgitating to them what they tell me.
Right. But what you also have to understand.
I don't pretend to know.
But what you also have to understand, bro, is that you haven't experienced all women. You have experienced the women you have experienced.
I do not have to experience it. But if that's how most women feel, then they wouldn't be requesting relationships.
But see,
and we know that because on the other end, you can't say that without also understanding the other end. We know that we don't, as men, look for relationships, and look how we handle ourselves, correct? Mm-hmm. Cool. So if they felt the same way, truly, how they would conduct themselves the same way.
But you know what will fix
But they don't feel like
But you know what will fix this problem, though,
She just said she don't like the shit.
Right, but right, and I understand that. But what will fix this problem is this, bro, is that, and this is an unrealistic scenario, of course.
Right.
But I'm going to give you a fix to this, right?
Okay.
A fix to this, is that if you understand you can't give her what she want, you don't fuck with her, right?
Right.
And what happens is we get to a place to where you're deprived and she deprived.
Right.
Right? She's deprived. So now you have to come to the meeting table again, and now we have to make some compromises. Hold on.
I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, this is an unrealistic situation, but it's the fix, right? You have to come back to the meeting table now, and we have to discuss terms again now, right? Mm-hmm. So because one of your terms is, bro, I'm not with this. I'm a man. I'm not designed to be monogamous. That's not gonna be my thing. And I don't want to be in a relationship. So go ahead. So now she says, okay, well, these are the things that I want in return for me giving you that. You feel me? It's like a bartering system. You feel me? So now you got a bartering system to where you take that off the table and she takes something off the table. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, it's like I believe in fairness, bro. And regardless of if you're a man or a woman or however the fuck you feel like we designed, fair is fair. If you want to fuck off, you have to allow them to fuck off.
But no,
fair is fair.
Check this out.
And
see, right now, what you doing is, bro. And this
go ahead.
is,
I'm just giving.
No. But you caping for an amen. Right
I'm not caping for an amen
because
I swear to God,
no.
It's a double standard.
No, it's not a double standard. He just said last week there's no such thing. Thank you.
Right, go ahead. It's not a double standard. That's why I said what I said, because there's no double standard.
He's saying that so you can feel how you feel right now. Listen.
No, I feel how I feel.
I'm not. When I speak, I'm not saying that myself, Adam, don't want a relationship. I'm also saying that myself, Adam, cannot be faithful in a relationship. I am speaking for why the dynamic between men and women are far apart. You understand what I'm saying? We know for a fact that men are not built to be monogamous. Can we all at least agree on that as men?
Listen, and this is
you don't have to.
I agree. Hold on.
You don't have to.
I agree with. I agree with that 1,000%. What I'm telling you is that
you got an old lady.
No.
Yeah, I got
okay,
old lady.
But we're not even gonna ask you that.
That cross.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is this, bro. It's like, no, I'm not caping for an amen. All I'm doing is giving you the opposite argument that you're going to get in the comment. I agree with everything you're saying because I understand everything you're saying. I'm a man. Right. But what I'm telling you is that this is the view. Because the thing about it, right? Like this is how it is, bro. Mm-hmm. It's almost like just like you said earlier when you was just like my experiences. White people do that to black people all the time to throw us in a pot. You feel me? Hold on. So, same thing. It's not the same. It is the same thing. You just want to make it different.
And I'm not making it different, bro. All women from all races want this thing that she's saying. Monogamy is not exclusive to black women
but that's not
or
true.
white women.
That's not what I said.
Yeah, but hold on. Okay. Hold on. But what I'm saying is this, bro, is that... Now, go ahead. I'm going to let you talk. Cause we didn't...
So, my issue with it is, the reason why I feel like it's a double standard is because... you're saying it's okay for you to behave in a certain fashion, but it's not for me. But we try to promote equal rights and equal opportunity for all. Just because I'm a woman doesn't mean I don't feel. If we want to get biblical with it, women were created from men, right? So if a woman came from a man, it does not mean you lack emotion. Y'all have emotions because as soon as your woman cheat, y'all flip, y'all lose it, y'all can't handle it, it's over. If you cheated 20 times and she found out all 20 times, you expect us to forgive immediately, let's work it out, whatever. Baby, I'm sorry, it'll never happen again.
And that's ego.
But soon as she does it once, it's over. If a woman cheats on you one time, it's completely done, which is why I say it's a double standard. It's okay for you, but it's not okay for me. Because most of the time when a woman cheats, that means she's already checked out mentally. She's done mentally because she's tired.
That's an excuse. If you done, you done. But
no, I'm just saying, like, we check out mentally and emotionally first.
Right.
Before men, y'all can cheat because you just need to get your rocks off. But with the woman, usually when we step out, it's because
you have a reason.
There's a reason behind it.
Right. So that in itself shows that we're different creatures. That's my point. You need a reason to do what you did. But
the reason is usually because of shit that y'all did.
No.
Every action causes a reaction.
It doesn't.
Not for every woman.
There are women who find different reasons to justify. Women typically justify their behavior, and in all aspects, that's what they do. Women are professional victims. No, we don't. No. This is what I'm saying. I'm not saying you don't from your specific nigga. I'm just talking about it as a whole. There are always anomalies to everything.
Because soon as you get, for example, when a man gets caught cheating, the first thing they say, well, I wouldn't have did this if you would have been doing this.
But do you understand that we have to say something? Like, but I'm telling you, it's bullshit. I gotta say something. I can't just be here and be like,
well, don't feed me. This is why I said be honest from day one. So, don't feed me the bullshit if you cheated because you just needed to get your rocks off.
This is what the bad character men do. We understand how women think. So listen. We understand from what you say. I'm not pretending to know.
I like that.
Right. We understand from what you say you think. So what we do is if you catch us cheating, I'm not talking about me, world, but my fellow brethren, it's easy for me to blame it on something I know you could understand. You get what I'm saying? Because when you cheat, it's a reason, right? So when you catch me, yeah, baby, but if you had done, because I know you understand that.
But
so some women,
right?
I'm not saying it makes it right. See, we got to get out of right and wrong and what is. That's why I say 95% of women are getting cheated on, whether they like it or don't like it. We have to get out of what's right and what's wrong and what is. I'm not also telling a woman to accept cheating.
And this goes back to me saying, just be honest from day one. Set the guideline and the standard from day one. Because if this is something that you know you're going to do, don't lead me on saying that I'm going to be faithful.
But answer this.
But every man don't know he don't do that. Some men try to make a good effort to be faithful.
Right, but answer this. Just even outside of relationships, how many things in your life you've told yourself that you were going to do and you went back on it?
Yeah, niggas be trying. Some niggas try to really rock out with you.
And what the real issue with everything is that the one thing that humans desire more than anything is free will, and a relationship compromises free will on both parties, men and women. More so men, because we're meant to be. I can tell you because I'm a man. We're meant to roam free. You feel me? We're put here to fucking reproduce. You feel what I'm saying? And we've taken these rules. It's almost like I put God made humans, put them on earth. You feel what I'm saying? And somebody came and it was like in you to be everything that you are. You feel me? And then somebody came with this fucking rule book and this set of rules and applied it to you and hindered and compromised most of the things that are natural to you. You feel what I'm saying? So now you're acting unusual and unordinary. Right. A relationship is an unusual situation for a man. You feel me? And that's why we don't prefer them. You feel me? And we don't benefit much from them because all of the things that we get in them, we can get outside of them. Yeah. You feel me saying? And all of the things that women benefit from them most of the time, they can't get without being in one. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying?
This is why I say I'm the last of a dying breed of females, because I am direct from day one. Listen, you tell me what you anticipate, what do you expect, and I'm cool with that.
But you got to understand. But you have to understand this though, right? On this podcast, right? That's why I gave him questions that they would ask in the comments, right? So, being that let's say you are the last of a dying breed and you're completely different, you still understand how the rest of these motherfuckers feel. And you understand how it goes.
I've been there.
Right. So that's what we're discussing. So we can't make this personal. That's why I say I'm not caping. Right. I'm not caping because I feel the same way he feels in a lot of places. But it's just like I understand the questions that women are going to ask, and I understand the things that women are going to say because they've been saying them in my comments for the past 2 or 3 years. You feel what I'm saying? So the same pushback I'm giving you is the pushback that they give me.
That goes back to the question that he asked. If she's a 10, then why step out of what you consider a 10? And I understand she can't be a 10 in all areas, but why not have that uncomfortable conversation on, hey, I feel like you're slacking in this area, pick it up.
But she's not slacking. My wife my girl is not slacking. I'm just cheating. She could be a 5-dick sucker. You know what's better than a good dick sucker? A new one. You get what I'm saying? There's nothing better than one pussy than 2 pussies. But listen. But this one. Let me say this, and then y'all can have the floor because this is a long drawn out.
And it's okay.
Intro on cheating.
But people gonna want to hear this though. Cool. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. We have to stop applying what we find valuable to everyone else. Okay, that's what we do between cultures. That's what we do between genders. Okay. You can go to another country and they idolize cows. Do you know if you go someplace that cows are considered gods in some countries, right? Mm-hmm. So you can go to another country and out of respect, let's say they really respect and value, they'll give you a cow. And you're like, the fuck am I going to do with a cow? It's nothing to you. You understand? Rights are for everyone. You can have equal rights, but we are not created equal. A woman can give birth. Can we give birth? No. We are not created the same. What a man finds valuable, that's what you have to start judging off of. Women take what they value, their bodies, their standards, and they want to put that on us and tell us that if you show love by valuing what we value. Well, honey, I don't value that. But everything that I do value, my time, my money, my energy, I give to exclusively to you. I don't give my side bitch my money. I don't give her my time. I don't give her my energy. You give her your time. No, I don't. Well, I give her the 5 minutes or 10 minutes I'm fucking her. That's what I'm saying. I'm with women if your nigga's taking trips with the other women, I'm with you. Woman power. That nigga's bucking. That's not what he's supposed to do. That's for his old lady. Now you have some niggas that do cheat wrong. You understand? And I would tell them niggas that they cheat wrong. All I'm saying is you value your body a certain way. You have rules and requirements to get to your body. Correct? Cool. Let me see your hand. Put your hand out. Does that bother you? Mm-mm. Open your mouth. The same thing. Why can't I do that?
That's weird.
Because it's different. Something's different. Right. It's different when something's on you than when something's in you. Correct? As a woman, there is some value. Like, I don't even eat everybody's food. If I go to somebody's house, man, who cooked this? Mm-hmm. It's going inside me. There's different set of rules to what's going inside me than what's going on me. That's how men view pussy. It's just on me. It ain't in me.
But that's how women view it because you put it in her and then you expect to put it back in me.
Agreed. No, that's what I'm saying. Fine. That's why I said when you said the last time wear rubber, no argument there. But I'm just telling you why we don't value the same things. If women focus on what men actually value and judge them off that, that's how you can find a good man for you.
See,
but there's plenty of women who've X'd out a good man for doing something as simple as fucking another girl, and you had a really good man. That nigga loved the shit out of you. That nigga would have died for you.
It was one time,
right? And that nigga stepped out. You caught him and you dumped him because the world, society told you that was a bad nigga. That nigga would have gave his life for you. Now you out here with some better cheaters. That's all you got.
Agreed.
Like I said, so what feels worse, a man going out and meeting a chick randomly and he's sleeping with her and he cut her off, or if you going through his phone and he's got an ongoing relationship with her? I think from my past experiences, it was that. It was like, damn, you texting her every day, you calling her every day, you giving her your time.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that because that goes to my point. I'm going to let you answer that first, though.
I think they're both equally bad, though. Because I'm only speaking because I've lived it.
And she's feeding into my point too. I'm about to make.
I've lived it. So, my ex, I was with him for 13 years. This is your first time on the podcast. I'm not sure if you watched prior. I was with him for 13 years to find out that he was cheating on me with somebody else. And the same thing I explained, like this female wrote a 10-page letter and pink highlighter marker and left it in my mailbox. She cheated again and knew when he deployed, when he got home. Like, she knew too much of our personal business. Yeah. And so to be able to sit there and pillow talk with somebody and then tell me I'm not going to do it again, and then you do, like, it's levels to it. So then when I presented it to him, hey, I don't get why you cheat. Let's do this together. What is it that, let me know what it is that you're missing. Like, have the uncomfortable conversation, but then you flipped it and made it seem like it was me and you cussed me out and went off on me. It's like, well, damn, I can't. Now you're putting me in a lose-lose position. I can't win for losing because I offered you extra. I offered ways to get the extra, and then you still shot me down from it just to still go do what the fuck you wanted to do and still have me looking stupid. Because when this female texted me and said, hey, I hope when you kissing your nigga you don't taste my pussy, and it's like, what the fuck? And listen, you see what I'm saying?
And that nigga was supposed to help you whoop her. If I was your man, we'd have jumped her together. Yeah. She would have known. I would have went out there, and every time she got on top of you, I'd have snatched her ass off you so you whoop her again. That's what you're supposed to do.
And
that's the ongoing situation.
Right.
But this is the point, though. This is why both of those situations are always going to be a problem with females and men. It's because relationships are based on the wrong shit. Relationships are based on possession and not partnership. Yes. When you when you decide you're going to be with somebody, it's a partnership. It's an agreement to build the life together and to move forward together, right? And we have to understand that forever is a long fucking time. To commit to somebody for the rest of your life is a long time. You have to understand that there are going to be highs and lows. If you go to them two old people on the porch and ask them how they made it to that porch, they're gonna give you a whole bunch of stories of sacrifice, and they're gonna give you a whole bunch of fucked up stories, but they stuck together. If we take the possession out of relationships, we'll have fewer problems. The only reason why a woman has a problem with you having an ongoing conversation with a woman is because she feels like you're hers. That's possession. And the only reason why she feels like you shouldn't be giving that dick away because it's hers. You feel me? When at the end of the day, it's not hers. It's yours. And her pussy is hers. And she's choosing to give it to you.
That
and you
goes back to, are you okay with her doing the same shit you do?
Hold on.
Let me finally answer that. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll finish in a minute. Go ahead.
Only thing that a woman can offer me in a relationship is loyalty. I have relationships with women that I'm not in relationships with, and we have a good time. And I don't care who she fuck when she not with me. You understand what I'm saying? We have a good time. I treat her like a woman. We go out, we hang out, we fuck, and we cool. If you offer me a relationship and you say this is the only way that I can continue to be with you, you want love, exclusivity, fine. The only thing you could offer me is that, because what else do I get from this situation? Please tell me what else I get from this situation that I don't get from the girl that I'm already seeing outside of.
That goes back to a question I ask all the time. What is it that you can do for me that I can't do for myself?
But then if you want to stop
at
asking,
that point,
but listen, but you're
cook
Lala,
for
you're
myself, I
Lala.
work for
Women are
myself.
asking for the women are asking for a relationship.
Right.
If there's nothing that we can do for you,
So what's the point of asking for a relationship? Is what he's
good
asking.
then.
Yeah.
If all y'all start saying that, then we cool. We'll just start sharing. We'll adapt.
Right.
We sharing already.
Yeah. And see that, and I think that's the issue. That's what I'm saying,
I
bro.
don't need a woman to pay my bills. I don't need a woman to cook my food. I don't need a woman to
But that goes to my point, though, bro. Is that just like men have an ego that's based around exclusivity, you feel me? Women have an ego that's based around possession. They want to be able to say that's mine. I've had women that I've fucked for years, right? Mm-hmm. And no problem. You feel me? The second we get in a relationship, all the shit that I've been doing that you were okay with, because we have a title, you're no longer okay with, because your ego is centered around possession. You want to be able to say it's mine. You feel what I'm saying? We've been doing that since we were kids, bro. You can put some toys in the room, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say you got a kid that has a bunch of toys. I'm a wealthy kid. Mm-hmm. I got toys all over the room, right? And you bring in a kid that has less, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm playing with one toy, and I see them play with this toy, I'm gonna go over and take it from them. You feel me? Yours. And then when I take it from them, they go pick up the toy that I was just playing with. I want to take that too. Right. You feel what I'm saying? It's about possession, bro. And that's the issue with humans. Humans are not meant to be possessed, bro. When we get in relationships, with each other, bro, we have to sit down at the drawing board, bro, and discuss what's important to us and figure out what we can what we can be okay with and what we're not okay with. You feel me? So
I think
titles mess things up too. I think that kind of
that's the problem, because before the title you fine.
You feel good until you start.
But that's some societal shit though.
That's what it is.
That's some societal shit.
Right. The title don't mess things up. It's the understanding of the title that mess shit up. This is an American Christian-based society. There are people living in other countries who have the exact same titles, who get along much better in their situation than we do. Right. It's just the understanding of. There are women right now who share a husband, 3 wives, 4 wives, 1 husband, and they happier than women over here.
That's all they know.
Right. Because the understanding of the title is different, and that is my point. This whole thing that, like, women, this is only an American thing, that men have to value the same things that they value is incorrect. And it baffles me, because a man could, I know y'all don't know how we think, right? But when a man goes to work, let's say you have a normal job. Fuck all this hustle to get money. The average man goes to fucking work. He has a job, right? He works a 9 to 5. Typically, he works his ass off and he gets underpaid, okay? That's the typical man and how they feel. If I come home and I give you a majority of that, what more do you want from me as a man? That is my most valuable possession. My time, my children, my money, those are the things that I value. Anybody can get this dick. You, the homeless lady on the street, anybody can get this dick. It's not a hard thing to get.
Don't give it to the homeless lady.
The homeless lady gets a dick. The lady out there holding the sign, fuck this week. Right, and the nigga she fucked wasn't homeless. I promise you, I swear to God.
Right, and that goes back to what I was saying when you
I'm not fucking homeless people out there. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to drive my point home.
It's some cats that would.
Yeah, exactly though. Yeah.
But that just go back to my point where I was just saying we put our energy on the wrong, focused on the wrong shit, and we've learned to value the wrong things.
Where does that go from? This goes back to what I said before. Some things are generational. If you go all the way back into slavery, before we came from Africa, we were used to having, or our men were used to having, multiple wives. They had their concubines. But then when we get here and they beat this Bible thing into us and say, let every man take 1 wife, because we were mass producing.
A bitch ass nigga made that up.
Exactly. And this is where...
Yeah, a nigga that couldn't keep his bitch in line made that up.
Just like so because of that, now we have this idea in our head that, men can be faithful. Just pick one of us. You shouldn't have. And for me, I don't feel like any man can be faithful. Agreed. For me, I just want the honesty up front. Tell me what it is that you expect of me. But what you have, I'm gonna tell you what I expect from you, and let's make it work. Like he said, partnership.
But what you have to understand, though, right? Just like you got to the conclusion that you understood that men can't be faithful, you have to get to it and understand that men can't be honest, because men will do. It's just like anything else. If I put a fucking paper plastic bag over your head and whatever the fuck I tell you to do for you to breathe, you're gonna do it. It's the same thing with men. When a man wants you, he's going to do whatever it takes to obtain you, whether that's lie, whether that's be honest, because it's in his nature to pursue you in whatever fashion. The rules go out the window then.
In other words, I just got to start lying.
No. Listen, though.
Just like when you go on a job interview, how many people honest?
We said that on the last podcast. We used that example. But this is just something, we'll move on from cheating, though, and just relationships in general. But something that you have to understand is that you cannot expect a man to be honest and care. They're oxymoronic. You understand what I'm saying? Because if I care for you, even if I tell you the truth, I can see the pain. I see it.
But that to me tells me you care more by being upfront.
But listen to what you just said. That cares more to who?
To me.
I'm telling you what I'm going to do because this is how I feel. So you understand? So you're in a relationship with a man too, though.
Be prepared when I give you that honesty back.
No, I'm just prepared that you won't catch me. Look, by here, Lord, play. Let's make sure that the next nigga she get will be a better cheater. Be prepared
when I give it back because I'm a very upfront and direct person. I'm not gonna hide shit from anybody. I was recently involved with a person, and I told them, "Hey, you're not the only nigga I'm fucking. Are you okay with that?"
Yeah,
and
of course he's gonna say okay.
Was that the talking stage?
Of course
he
gonna say. Right.
Y'all were together.
No, we were just talking.
But then that got bothersome after a while, right?
No. I mean, if there's no title,
okay
if there's no title,
cool
if there ain't no title, y'all just talking. Then I mean.
But that's the thing. Like I'm that open and direct. There's nothing nobody can ask me. You can ask me anything. I'm gonna give you.
That's easy to say when you don't care about that nigga. Why you just told that to?
Why does a title matter so much? Like, what does that change?
But we should have them. Like there's a lot of random fucking.
I understand that we should have.
There's
them,
a lot of fucking going on, but as a man, I should claim something. As a man, I should start a lineage. I should have maybe I could.
Your house, you claim your car,
and I'm gonna claim all that too though. And I'm gonna claim this bitch. Maybe I should claim more than one, but I'm gonna claim them. These are mine.
You are trying to build an empire, and this is how I view it. Life is like a game of chess. You have your king and your queen, and then you have your pawns. Your side bitches should be your pawns. They should not have access to your queen. Agreed. Your king is to be protected by your queen and your pawns. But when everybody knows their position and their role, that's what creates the empire. That's what makes things smoothly. Facts. But when things are not moving smoothly, it's because majority of the time, niggas talk too much. Females go to talking shit too.
That's as much as his fault as it is yours. Y'all pick horrible niggas to love. There are plenty of men who won't dream of doing nothing like that to their old ladies. But my thing is, we only pick based on the lies that are told. We only no. Character. If you pay attention to character, I've never seen even the best lies.
Okay, but that goes for men too. Men will overlook a lot of shit just because the pussy good, and then because the pussy good.
But we don't be tripping. We don't be tripping when we get fucked up. We be hurt, but like, all right.
But you do trip because then the next woman that come into your space that deserves more and that's showing her loyalty, like you said, you fuck over her worse than you did the bitch that didn't deserve it.
Right, and see what you got to understand though is that like you say you make moves based on the lies you're told, but like he says, I agree with this 1,000%. Character can't lie. Yeah. Character tells no lies. So you have to pay attention. And the thing about it,
y'all saw that. What was the name of that movie?
All you got to do.
Why she don't see that mask? Watch this. Why do you miss the tails, Bone?
You say what?
Why do you miss the tails? Why do you miss the signs? Why do you miss the red flag?
Because you choose to miss them.
Because when you like someone,
you ignore everything.
You go blind.
You go blind, and that's the thing about it. It's like just like you said, men will.
You can't see
right. Like you say, men will bypass a lot of fuck shit with a woman. It's because the things that we're ignoring aren't as important as the mission. You feel me? I'm not gonna fucking abort the mission. You feel what I'm saying? Because of some shit that don't matter.
Facts.
I don't give a damn if she lying. I don't give a damn.
Your homeboy tell you get out of there.
I don't care about none of that. Facts. I know what I'm here for. I know what I'm here for. But see the thing with y'all,
I'm too thorough. I'm too direct because when the lies start coming, I automatically think, okay, what is you lying to me about?
But
this shit is piling
But
up.
See, hold on, 12. See, this is the thing right here, though, right? It's funny when women start talking about that intuition, right? When you that intuition, the intuition, the intuition is the tell. Just like we have intuition and we know, right? So here's the thing, right?
They don't be knowing.
So No, this is what I'm telling you.
That shit is a myth.
No,
if y'all intuition knew so much, y'all wouldn't get hurt so much.
No, mind you this. No, it's
stuff we
this
tolerate.
is the issue though. 12. The issue is not them knowing, bro. The issue is that if I ignore something and act like I don't see it, I can then later avoid accountability for my choice. You feel what I'm saying?
I can agree with that too.
Because if I see it
right.
and I point it out and I still go with it, now you can say I saw it. So that's why women tell you all the time, you can cheat, but I don't want to find out. I don't want to see it because that voids me of accountability.
So
Once I see it, I have to be accountable. Okay. That's the same reason why when women catch their men cheating, they call the woman instead of checking the man. Because if I check the man, I have to then hold him accountable and I have to get rid of him, and I don't want to do that. So I approach her because that lets him off the hook. You feel me? So I have to make her the problem instead of him. You feel me? So accountability is the issue in all of this, bro. When you don't want to be accountable for something, you ignore all the signs and the red flags and you act like you don't see them. So then when it comes back around for you to take...
I'm not even going to say it's ignoring the red flags and signs, though. Again, you have to look at certain things that a person goes through. I know for a fact the reason why I tolerated what I dealt with for so long is because I knew I grew up without a dad. I never had my father in my life. So with my ex, I always put my kids first and said, well, he's a great dad and he is trying.
But you know,
and we made excuses.
But you know what that is, Lala? You just said excuses. That is, no matter how deep it goes, that's avoiding accountability.
Yeah.
Because you what you're doing is telling me that you see this. You're telling me that you see this man ain't shit, and you make an excuse for him for you to be there. Right. At the end of the day, that's avoiding accountability. Accountability goes deep sometimes. You feel me? Accountability goes deep.
Them 13 years changed me.
But also, like you said you grew up without a father, right? Yeah. So understand that affects sometimes too, though, that women don't know the right character to look for. So that does affect you missing red flags too, though. So absolutely, it's not a... I don't want to play a blame game. It's just explaining the reasons why these things happen. Right. You get what I'm saying?
Because that's on both sides. It's not just on women. It's on men too.
On the
men do it all the time too. I've seen some dudes with some horrible women, and they make every excuse for being with this horrible woman.
Or men who grew up without their mothers who treat women like shit because they never had the example of a mother's love. Like everything is a learned behavior.
Every day the nigga who ain't know his mom.
Right, but I will say this though, Lala. The way it works is this too, though, right? Usually you're going to be extreme opposite, or you're going to be extreme like something. Like for instance, every man my mom has ever been with throughout my whole life was abusive. Like, so now I'm on the opposite end of that. I don't want fucking any controversy. I don't want. Right. I'm like I run from it. You feel me? I don't want none of that. So. But then on the flip side of that,
don't make excuses.
But on the flip side of that, I may have a brother that fucking adapted to that behavior, and he's just like that because he feels like that's the way to go. It's all about really which side you're taking. I was a mama's boy, so I took the side of that. He was my father's fucking favorite child. You feel me? So he took the side of that. It's all about what you admire at the end of the day. A lot of the times too, who you look up to, because in the household we both take sides. You feel me? Somebody loves dad and somebody loves mom, and as a child, you're gonna glorify everything dad does because you don't want to look at him in a certain light. And as a child, you're gonna glorify everything mom does because you don't want to look at her in a certain light. Teachers, right. They're your first teachers, your first loves. You feel me? So it's like, so that's how that works a lot of the times. But trauma does play a role in it, but that doesn't
negate.
That doesn't take us out of a space to where we shouldn't learn and advance and do better.
Weird question, never thought about what you just said, how you broke that down, how we pick a side when it comes
Absolutely.
to the man.
That's
you got brothers and sisters. You can see that, right?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
This is why I choose not to allow people to make excuses either, because at the end of the day, you still have the choice. So even when it comes to your cheating or whatever it is that you choose to do, at the end of the day, it's still a choice.
But you're making that choice with the knowledge that you have.
I don't have a choice but to cheat. It's not my choice.
It's not my choice. Yeah, but you're making that choice with the knowledge that you have. You feel what I'm saying? It's almost like giving somebody a math problem that they really don't understand and saying you have a choice. It's just like, bro, I don't know how to do this shit. It's just like I don't think people who people who come from broken households where there wasn't a mother and a father usually fail at relationships because you hadn't seen a good example of one.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I've been with women who had parents who were in the same household and they chose to function a certain type of way, but that shit was so fucking bizarre and uncomfortable and off balance for me because I didn't understand that structure. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like I was trying to learn that structure from them. You feel me? But it was always going to be through trial and error. If you teach anybody anything, it's going to be through trial and error. It's just like I watch, you play football, 12. How many dads on the field you see don't work with their kids at home, don't do none of that, and when Saturday come, they get out on the field and they yelling at the little man because he missed a tackle or yelling at him because he didn't, you feel me? Now it's his fault. No, it's your fucking fault. You didn't teach him. So that's the way men are a lot of the times in relationship. It's not an excuse, it's a reason. A lot of the times we grow up in relationships because we hadn't seen an example, so we're learning through trial and error. I got to where I am by fucking a lot of people up. You feel what I'm saying? And hurting a lot of feelings. You feel what I'm saying? But it was through trial and error. That wasn't by my choice. That's growth. Growth leaves casualties sometimes. You feel me? So that's,
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So by the time, let's say, everybody's done with their little players card, what is the end goal? Like, what is it that you guys are expecting?
From what exactly?
For relationship wise, the end goal, because nobody wants to die. Nobody wants to die alone. So what is the end?
I had to learn from every experience something new.
Men want love. Don't get it twisted. We're put on this earth to love each other.
Absolutely. Agreed.
Men have a desire for love, but a relationship and love don't necessarily equate. We put them together, but they don't go.
They don't have nothing to do with each other.
There are people in relationships who don't love each other. You get me? We've all seen that before, right? So cool. Or we've all been in that too, though.
Right.
We've all been in a relationship and we both fell out of love. With both parties were out of love.
And we've all been in love and out of a relationship too.
Facts.
Go ahead.
So, yes. So, yeah, I'm amen to that one, though. So, but understand, so men do desire love. It's just depending on your upbringing, which has a lot to do with how you look at your end goal, like what you think a relationship's supposed to be. How do you want to, if you saw mom and dad together, true. But the average man hasn't even thought that far. It's day to day when it comes to love and relationships. You get what I'm saying? A man can be faithful. You do understand. As much as I say men cheat, a man can be faithful.
Right.
It's just day to day. If a man looks at you in your eyes and say, "I never cheat," he lying out his face. He don't know. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's day to day. I got an aunt.
Whatever he's presented with at the moment.
Right. I have an aunt, and not necessarily that. It's opportunity. Who's
what he's presented with.
How does he feel? Yeah.
How he handle emotions.
I have I have an aunt who was a great aunt who was on crack really bad, right? But she'd been sober for 20 years, and they asked her like, how do you stay sober? She said, because I admit that I'm still a crackhead. It's day to day. That's how I've never done it in 20 years. I still have the desire to go use crack cocaine, but I won't because I acknowledge the fact that I am this every single day. So that's what it is. I've been in 10 years worth of relationships, 7 into 3, and then a short 6-7 month relationship. And I didn't cheat in any of them. But I saw the same thing every other man said. I'll be lying to my girl or to you or to the cameras if I said I was better than any other nigga. I saw a girl every day I would fuck. I just didn't.
And so for the women at home, if you have a man that does everything he can to provide for you, he may not have a lot, but he'll give you whatever he has, and he's not cheating on you. Hold that man close.
Facts.
Because of the simple fact that it's not a natural thing. You feel what I'm saying? And I want to say this is that love is love, right? But love looks different, right? And I think the issue with our society is that we have a template of what a relationship is supposed to look like and what love is supposed to look like when we are all different creatures. We've all come from different upbringings. We've all come from different backgrounds. So the expectations on people have to be different based on the person. You feel what I'm saying? You can't come in and have the same expectations for one guy that you have for the next. You have to analyze who you're dealing with and figure out, you feel me?
That's one of the biggest issues with women, though. We hold the next person accountable for what happened in the prior relationship.
Right.
And I know a lot of women probably don't like it, and I'm sorry, not sorry. But our biggest flaw is that when some tragic shit happens,
right,
we take that shit into the next relationship, automatically assuming you're gonna do what the last person did.
I think we all do
When
that.
we
I think men
should
do
take
it, too.
But
time to heal.
you got a girlfriend, don't you?
We do.
I can tell.
When we should take time to heal, like
you gonna
when
tell us
we set our expectations so high, and then like for example, let's say he cheated or he didn't work. Now and social media plays a lot. I've never seen so many mentally flawed women in my life.
Come on now, I'm glad I ain't have to
When
say it. Shit,
it comes
felt good.
to social media, I've never said, "Oh, I want a relationship like Cardi B and Offset," or "I want this." But you're looking
you
on
want a nigga
a
who cheats on you.
but you're looking on a much larger scale, and that's when they feel like the cheating is acceptable because he has money or because he has this or that or whatever the case is.
Well, y'all
but
set that standard though. I wish I would just
Babe,
come out and be like, if you make
I'm not
this
gonna
amount of
say-
money, you can cheat. Now I'll try to get there.
But I'm just saying, like, I've never seen so many women set an expectation based on the lives of other people. This goes back to what I said before. We are not free thinkers. Everything is based on the actions of what my homegirl said, or such and such did it this way, or whatever the case is, and it's like that's not your reality.
But and another thing though, I'm glad you said that Cardi B and Offset thing. What's sad about that is that it is true, right? What you have to understand is that every man is not on equal footing. You feel me? It's just like when you go to a car lot and you get a Bentley, you understand that the oil changes are going to be more. You understand that the maintenance is going to be more. If you can't afford that, get you a Honda Accord. You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is that the problem is this: every woman has a list of things that they want. They want the Bentley to have the maintenance of a Honda Accord.
Right.
It don't work like that. Or they want the Honda Accord to have the engine of the Bentley. It don't work like that. You feel what I'm saying? There is give and take in every situation based on the man you choose, and with a man that's give and take based on the woman you choose. You feel me? You want a woman with a fat ass that's a freak, that's all these extra things, guess what? She's probably not going to be a great mother. You feel me? You want a great mother, guess what? She's probably not going to be the biggest freak. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just about you have to take the things you have to take
Because you're a preacher's kid. It trumps all the other shit.
Right. But you have to figure out what's important to you and choose based on that. But like I said, there is no one template on how things should be. That's why I say all the time, people have to get together, and if you find somebody that you feel like matches with you, you have to get together and kind of have an open and honest conversation, not necessarily about about what you want from the other person, but more so about who you are and what you are.
Your
and
anticipation, what you expect. This is why I say I look forward to building bonds with people. I'm a relationship type person. Yes, I do want to be married again someday, but that is not my expectation for now. And when you build a bond, for example, your best friend knows more about you probably than your mother does. There are certain things you keep hidden from your mother.
Cool. Yeah.
And your best friend knows it all. If I can build that type of bond with somebody, then the relationship has no choice but to succeed.
But now you in the Honda asking for a Bentley engine again.
No. I'm in the Honda expecting you to help me with the maintenance of this fucking Honda. I'm saying is build a bond with the person and let's see where things go. Because if we're building a bond, we both might start off in a Honda Accord, but eventually if we're working together, we can build towards the greater things. We can work towards building the empire.
Nothing based on today's society will lead to a quote unquote successful relationship. Just because a relationship does not end with the end goal does not make it not successful. Does that make sense? Just because it's not forever does not mean you're. And
just
that's another thing we got to stop
because you died don't mean you didn't have a good life.
Right. Like some things run its course. You get so there is nothing you can go into where there's a guarantee that this is the way to do it and it's gonna last forever.
And I'm not saying it's a guarantee that it's gonna last forever. What I'm saying is, for example, and I hate to keep bringing my personal business up in it. Me and my ex ended on horrible terms because the bond was no longer there. We do not get along. I don't get along with his wife. I don't give a fuck about any of them. And so that's what I'm saying. And in certain situations, you have divorces that happen to where they are still best friends, they get along, and they're able to co-parent. Every situation is like, would I like to have that bond with my ex? Yes, I would. But unfortunately, it just didn't work.
But do you understand that a lot of those situations start out just like yours and they grow to that? Like I have an extremely good relationship with my child's mom. But it didn't start out that way. It started
Right.
out just the way yours did, but it took for us to grow and mature. You feel me? And really like build time away from each other
Right.
to get, you feel me? To and what it
And
takes a
that's
lot of
what I'm
times is
saying.
for both parties to go be happy. Because once you're happy, you don't give a fuck about what's going on with nobody else for it to bother you. The issue with relationships is that you're never gonna have peace with your kid's mom as long as she's miserable.
Right.
You feel me?
But
And
mine gonna stay miserable.
Yeah, so-
I'm just never gonna have no peace. But I don't like when you say love looks different. It don't. Relationships look different. They're all different kind of relationships. There's no rule book to that. I do not subscribe to love looks different. We all love.
no, but I started that out with saying love is love. There's no different type of love.
Right.
What I'm saying is this: people's I guess what I'm saying is the same thing you're saying. Relationships look different, but love is love.
Because people will say, I don't know how to love. And that, they
No.
use that as an excuse.
no.
We all love the exact same. Do you believe that, or you think that's a false statement?
I don't.
Okay, let me explain it. We all love the exact same way. We use the term love incorrectly, and we all love different things, though. Like, for instance, there's a person who doesn't know how to love another human being. They weren't raised in an environment where they saw a loving couple or anything like that, right? But they're career-oriented. They love their job. They are dedicated. They work their ass off to accomplish. There's nothing they can stop them from getting to the next level at their career. You feel me? They love their career. See what I'm saying? If they took that same passion and put it into a human, is that not love? Would you not be happy with that same dedication?
Right.
Right. So we love the same. We just love different things. So if that person, you'll meet somebody who'll tell you, I don't know how to love, but I'll see you love something. You just don't love me, shit.
So that's
I watch you love every day.
That's what I
just
meant.
not me.
That's what I meant by love looks different. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
But it doesn't look different. I see you love every day. I watch you do
According to
something.
the mindset of the
what
person,
I'm saying is
it
this:
looks
if I'm somebody
different.
who loves people and you love your career, that looks different to me. You feel me? Because it's like I can't fathom. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So
But-
that's what I mean by that.
Okay, cool. It's just a person, you have to now teach that person because maybe they weren't taught to put that same energy and effort into a human being. Just like some people could love the shit out of human, but they don't do shit in their career. I love the shit out of you, but I ain't doing nothing at work. I ain't trying to go no farther. I ain't trying to do
the
nothing.
issue, but the issue with
Right.
the issue with that though is that you can't teach someone to value something. You feel
No,
me?
you can't. That's why I said about the cheating thing.
Yeah, you
can.
can't teach someone to value something.
I can try to explain this shit
that
to your
passion
ass.
that he has for that job, you can't teach him to put that in the person if he doesn't value people.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the issue with people in general. Is that's why I say you gotta watch character and you gotta watch person. Watch what they love. Watch how they love. You feel me? If they love things, then they probably won't love people. Right. You feel me? So that's why when he said if you watch how somebody treats their children, that's a person. You feel me? Like maybe then you can see how they love.
Right.
Yeah. So
Speaking of love, right?
Is this the love podcast? And we gonna just spend 2 hours? Let's go.
Speaking
I'm
of
doing
love.
it.
From cheating to love,
So-
goddamn.
I keep going back to this one thing that you said, and it was about going out and cheating or whatever. With this particular woman who is a 10, right? Mm-hmm. If she loves, like, I guess for me, I'm trying to understand why men cheat, and I get it. It's just a because thing. But if you have a woman who loves you, honors you, is loyal to you, never denies sex, never, and she loves whatever you want, she's
But
willing
you-
to
okay,
give.
but see, the problem
why
is
do it?
you keep tying cheating or sleeping with other women back to you in some form of fashion.
I'm
that in
only
your
basing
relationship.
it on the fact that you said if she's a 10, and in
Right.
my mind, when you
But-
say she's a 10, that means
Well, no, that's why she's my girlfriend. I value her as the girlfriend. This is my quintessential woman that I keep. All right, let me try to re-explain this another way. Okay, cool. I'll be more transparent. The way I operate with women who I just sleep with, okay? This is just me. I'm being specific to myself now, not other men. Me. When I'm with other women that I'm just fucking, there are a bunch of things that I don't do. You understand? I've been with women, I've fucked women for years that I've never kissed. You believe that? You believe that you can have sex and not kiss? I'm sure, as a man, of course, I know we do. But I don't know if women
that's a
understand
different
that.
level of intimacy.
Okay, cool. Right. I've been with women who I've never helped them take off a bra or a pair of panties. You take your shit off, I take my shit off, we meet in the middle. Break. You
Right.
feel me? That's how that shit goes. I've been with women who I've fucked that I've never talked to physically on the phone. I've texted them, but I've never had an actual phone conversation.
Right.
I've had women that I fucked that I couldn't tell you their last name. You believe that?
Right.
Okay,
Forgot
cool.
about
Yeah, I've never even asked.
Yeah.
I've never even inquired. I
I'm talking
barely
about
remember
forgot
their
that
first
you
ride.
went with that woman unless that you know, that conversation.
I gotta save in my phone under Stranger Things. I'm just telling you, like I don't really know her name for real. And we'll get by for 6-7 months of fucking real shit.
Foot Locker.
But you will get by 6-7 months of fucking Foot Locker. When you with her, you call her little buddy or you know whatever you calling her, and you really don't know her name. I don't think women understand how sex. It's so it's like putting on a pair of pants for a man. I have no intimacy when I put these pants on today. I fucked a lot of women with the same intensity that it took me to put my socks on today. You understand? Like it was that level of thought that I put in just putting my socks on is what I did when I fucked this girl. I got my dick sucked or whatever. Every man has been with a woman who immediately when you nut, you ask yourself, how did I get here? It's like, bro, I got to get out of here. Like it's a weird feeling that comes over you. Like I have to escape.
I guess
she
I'm
has to leave.
It's like, why even do it? Then?
But
it's like you feel bad afterwards.
You do, but listen, you asking me to explain the makeup of it. I didn't create me. Like humans didn't create that. However, I'm created is why. That's like asking me like, why do you? That's like me asking you like, but why you do that when you're on your period? You don't really know. You just know this is what I am when I'm on my period. I'm emotional, but you don't know the chemical makeup or what it does. Like that's how God created you.
Right. The why is this though. The why is what I said earlier is that we live in a world that's designed to go against everything we're fucking designed to be. You feel me? It's like putting a lion in a fucking zoo. You raise it in the zoo its whole life. All it knows is the zoo. It knows nothing about the wild. So when the zebra comes, when the zebra walked by the cage, he wondered that him and the zebra grew up together, and he wondered like, damn, why I want to eat this motherfucker? You feel me? Like, damn, every time this bitch like something just happened to me when it come around.
Right.
It's because you designed to eat that motherfucker, but you were never taught that. You were never told that. You were stripped of that when you were raised in a zoo. Like we are primal beings functioning in a domestic society. Right. We are human. We are in a zoo. We are animals in a zoo. You feel me? So meanwhile, you the female lion, and one day I'm trying to eat this motherfucker, and you mad at me because you don't feel that way yet. You feel me? But my primal nature has kicked in. There's something in me that was always off, that the zookeeper could never really tame me all the way. Right. So my primal nature is starting to show. You feel what I'm saying? So when that animal walks by the cage, that desire is showing, and now everybody in the zoo looking at me like I'm crazy as fuck when I'm just being a fucking lion. That's how humans are. That's how men are. Men are meant to function in our primal nature, and what we do to escape being domestic sometimes is we go fuck off because that feeds your primal nature. If we don't fuck off, then you got a problem at home. All that resentment is just going to fall on you. You ever realize how happy a cheating nigga is?
Yo, I seen that.
Man, that's the truth though. I'm telling you, your girl gets treated so much better when I cheat. I'm so attentive. Like I notice you hungry. You need to bring you home something. But listen,
bringing flowers. And
facts. But understand that statement and exactly what you asked me is why I say like women are meant to be monogamous. You don't even understand that.
Right.
Your nature, but no. I know you understand that intelligently. Right. I'm just talking about like your body doesn't feel that.
Right.
There's a feeling in you that says I could just fuck him and be happy. I'm good with just him. Right.
Yeah. And see the thing.
I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you don't see other men and fuck other men, but you would have no problem with falling in true love and never fucking another human and never fucking another.
I wouldn't. I love being a wife.
You say what love being a wife?
I loved being a wife.
That's what he just said.
Yeah, that's what I'm agreeing.
Right. So what he's saying is that your primal nature is your primal nature as well. And when we go back to it, it's just like we can watch animals. We can take ourselves out of it and watch animals. Right. You feel what I'm saying? The primal nature is there. So that's why a man has the audacity to say that a woman is meant to be monogamous just based on the nature of watching nature.
So when we get in a relationship and you say now you want to go fuck off, well then now that's bad. I'm being me. This is my primal nature. What you got going on? This ain't you.
Right.
So when you go to, the only thing you could offer me is your primal nature was already loyalty. Now you want to go do some shit, and I know that's not how. I know you view it the same because it's like cheating for cheating, but we different creatures.
Right. And that's wild in general to even see that. And that's why I
think it's wild if your man paying another bitch bills. Go kill him.
Yeah.
That's taking it too far.
Yeah.
That's definitely.
And what I'm going to disagree with that too is this right here, right? No, I'm about to disagree.
Because what's specific to your wife then?
No,
What is a wife? She has to have some exclusivity to something that you have.
Let me argue that point, right?
Okay, I'm listening.
When you go primal, you erase the wife and you erase all that shit, right? Mm-hmm. And primally, hold on, bro. Hold on. If we're going back to the zoo,
because
right?
In the zoo,
listen,
that main line got a main bitch.
Understand this though, right, bro?
Okay.
My thing is this: if that lion starts fucking the other lion, he's going to protect that one too, because his as a lion, you are built to protect something, right? Hold on.
But not necessarily. They don't.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Like that,
if we're gonna go primal, we're gonna go primal.
Well, we are, but I'm just saying all animals don't primarily act like that.
Let me finish. As men, right? What is a man's job?
To protect and provide.
Right.
Yeah, cool.
Right. So my thing is that's his nature, right?
Right.
And it's also his nature to be not non-monogamous, right?
Right.
So my thing is like, why is it okay for him to be in his nature to be non-monogamous, but not okay for him to be in his nature? Hold on.
I get
so
what you're saying.
What I'm saying is that if I'm a man, right?
He's trying to get one over, but that ain't right.
Let me make my point. Let me make my point.
When you're an intelligent cat, you can say some wrong shit very smart.
Let me make my point because this makes sense. I want you to tell me where it doesn't make sense when I finish, right? If it's my primal nature to fucking cheat, and it's my primal nature to protect, right? A female, right? Not specifically you, a female, because if it was in my nature to just fuck specifically you, it would be in my nature to protect specifically you. Right. You feel me? So my thing is that this is how men end up in situations the way they have feelings for other women, because your primal nature takes over. When you spend too much time with any fucking woman, you're going to feel something. I don't give a fuck what you say. That's why you avoid phone conversations. That's why you avoid certain things.
Because
you're ducking your primal nature.
In your hood, if you're a real warrior, no matter where
you go,
you're gonna be a warrior.
You're a warrior anywhere.
I get what he's saying.
And you may put yourself in position to where you don't have to fight when you go other places. But if it go down, you're a warrior.
You're gonna hold your own.
Yeah, that's why you had to put asterisks on both of those statements. Both of those incorrect. You could be a savage here. If you go somewhere else, sure, you might be a savage when push come to shove, but you're gonna tread lightly in other waters. Now, I don't avoid anything with other women. I don't have the desire to. See, now we're talking about primal. My primal nature is to love one specific human being. I can't speak for all men on this. This may be just me. Maybe it's how I'm created, right? But I've seen enough other men to think that maybe it ain't just me, right? It's in my prime. I fucked a bunch of other women simultaneously too. Love was only exclusive to one.
Okay, but
hold on.
No, but maybe you have loved other women. But
this goes to the question I asked her earlier about the ongoing. Like, if you got somebody that you've been messing with for some years, like that's what he's pretty much saying.
But
like,
what I'm also telling him is
you're gonna want to protect her.
But my homie explained from the beginning that he struggled with love. His growing up, or however he said, like he had to get to this point where he is in love.
I never. Those my words when I struggle with love.
I'm saying struggle with love. That's how I interpreted what you said.
I'm telling you that's the wrong interpretation. But go ahead.
But you just said you had to learn how to function in a relationship by going through
relationships,
trial and error, right?
I didn't say anything about love. Okay, relationships have nothing to do with love.
Yeah, but how to operate when you in love is
this
a
is
thing.
what I gathered from it. Yeah. If we take humans out of it altogether, you take a lion, any pride. That's what the lions are called. There's one king and a bunch of women. When those male cubs grow up, they automatically get kicked out the pride and have to go rule their own. They're not allowed to rule with their fathers or whatever the case is. If you take a gorilla, it's the same thing. There's one alpha gorilla, and then and that one gorilla can have any woman in its village that it wants. And so I get what he's saying. It's the same thing, and its duty is to protect everyone.
Every one of them. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you.
But at the same time, when it comes to humans, I get that. I get if you want to protect her. I get if you pay a bill. The disrespect comes when you pillow talk and tell the other woman about your main woman.
When you have an emotional connection with
somebody,
I
get the emotional connection, but don't tell her about me.
Yeah,
you can have an emotional connection and talk to her about anything. Man, I had a hard day at work. That's fine. But when you start pillow talking and saying, that female, she did, my main girl, she did this, and this, don't tell her about me, because at the end of the day, you coming back home to me.
We've all agreed on that. That's just bad character.
Yeah, that is.
That's what I'm saying. But I get what he's saying, because in any animal kingdom, I don't care what it is, there's only one man leading every herd.
Okay, cool. But what this is the problem when you go too literal with something. to compare yourself to a species that you are more intelligent than, right? To go all the way that primal is ignorant in itself. Not calling your theory ignorant. You went completely primal. Hold on, I can't pause. I ain't with no one.
Go ahead, do your thing. Go ahead, my bad.
So all I'm saying is, in general, is you have to understand, comparing yourself, you don't know if lions love, you don't know if gorillas love, you don't know, but you know humans do. You are human. You understand love. You understand humans love, right? When you love somebody, this is, again, I'm not putting this on nobody else. I have never seen a man truly love something and then desire to do that for something else. Because then to me, that's not love. But maybe you love two things, and then that is in itself a problem. But you're not going to tell me that you fucking 6, 7 things and I love them all, I'm going to protect them all. I do not believe in being operate like that.
Listen, that's not what I said, bro.
That's not what you're saying, but that's how it's coming off.
It's not coming off.
It is.
It's not, but go ahead.
It is.
This is what I said, bro.
But people agree with you because you're dark skinned.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Hold on, let me tell you what I'm saying, and then you can finish.
Because I'm going to say this and I'm going to let you have it, because I didn't even want to we spend the whole podcast on love and cheating and fucking.
But we're good. Go ahead.
Cool. If you love one person, I'm going to just say this to men in general. Get your shit together. I understand women, that I'm rocking with y'all on this. If a nigga is telling you that he can be everywhere in all aspects, other places, then I'm with y'all. I'm not with that shit. Fuck that shit. That don't make no sense to me. If I love you, I understand that my dick may be somewhere, but there has to be parts of me that are exclusive to my woman. And if there are not, there is no point of any of us dating or having anything. And I'm not going to sit here and say we should just scrap all relationships. If we sit back down to the drawing board, if I claim you and you claim me, there has to be something that make us something. Does that make sense?
Right.
There has to be something that makes us something.
1,000%.
So cool. If I'm over here protecting her and paying her bills and her bills, then what are you? You ain't shit.
Right. But
you just the rest of them.
Okay.
And I'm not rocking with it.
And this is what I'm saying, bro. Right. I'm not saying what you're saying. I've never said that I'm around here.
You just said I'm supposed to protect everybody and
this is what I'm saying.
Pay everybody bills.
No, I did not say none of those things. We're gonna watch this back. I said none of that.
But the shit started when I said I don't feel like your man should be paying all his bills. You're like, nah, bro, I don't agree with that.
I did not say that. Let me finish. Okay. This is what I said, bro. This is what I mean. Fuck what I said. This is what I mean, right? This is what I'm saying, bro. I, as a man, right, I look at all women as valuable. No matter what the fuck anybody else considers you. Whether you're a side woman or my woman, all women have value. I got sisters. I got 5 of them. Any man that they fuck with, whether it's a man that's just fucking off with them, they should demand respect and they should have requirements. You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is this. Because I hold all women to a higher standard, right? If I choose to fuck with you and I choose to lay with you, you feel what I'm saying? I have a duty to you. Let me finish. Bro, let me finish. That duty may not be the same duty I have to my woman, but I have some sort of fucking duty.
Bro, you fuck women that you've applied no value to or no duty to.
Let me finish, bro. Can I finish? Because you don't get a certain treatment doesn't mean I don't value you. You feel me? Certain things are exclusive to my fucking woman, but that don't mean I'm not going. I've never had a woman that I dogged out or treated inhumane. You can check my record book.
But what's inhumane? Because let's be realistic. There are ways that you've treated women, bro, in your past that another woman would be like, hell no, don't ever treat me like that. That's disrespect.
But this is my point, bro. Come on, bro. Listen to me.
I'm listening to you, but I also know you too.
You're not letting me finish. Yes, you know me.
Right.
Yes, I have women that I have fucked with, and it don't mean shit.
Yes.
But that's the point. But this is the thing. If you and I come into agreement, right? And we say, I say, hey, look, I have an old lady. You and I just gonna be fucking off. You feel what I'm saying? That don't mean I still don't have to respect you in a certain fashion. That don't mean I still I feel like this. There's no woman that should be fucking a nigga that she can't call when she needs some help.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck how low you are. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So my point is this: whether I got a woman or not, if my thing is like if that's why they say in other countries you should have as many women as you can fucking take care of. Because if I'm fucking you, I should have some time and a lot of time to you. My woman may get 75% of my time, but you may get 10. Right, this motherfucker might get 5.
But so understand the word take care of. There are plenty of women who could call you right now for the term take care of, and you'll have to deny.
But this is the thing.
You're not taking care of.
Let me finish, bro. Taking care of has a different contract with different women. You feel me? Taking care of you might be you need some fucking gas woman. Taking care of my woman may be you need your rent paid. There are tiers and levels to taking care of.
Even the woman woman,
take care. Listen, hold
even
on.
the woman getting the gas money don't consider that taken care of.
Hold on, I take care of kids that aren't mine. You feel me? But I don't take care of them in the same fashion that I take care of my own kids. I may take my kids to the mall and spend 5 bands. So I may take them kids to the mall and just buy them some shoes.
But that's not taken care of. Now we're applying words, like I say, that don't go. Like we apply love.
Bro,
that woman who's getting gas money, that woman
taking care of it.
So he looking out.
Taking care of
No. Because even the woman getting gas money is smart enough to know that's not taken care of. I know I could just only call you for gas money.
No, bro. No. Taking care of is a perception, right?
That woman who's getting gas station taken care of, bro.
Need of that. I mean,
and I gave her what she needed. That's taken care of.
So he looking out.
That's taking care of. Looking out, taking care of, same thing.
No, it's not the same.
How about this then, right? How much money? That
means love and fuck with the same thing. I love her, but I fuck with her. Same thing.
How much money did Dr. Dre's wife get in the divorce?
She get like $1 million a month,
right?
On top of
But do you think $3 million would have been taken care of? You feel like she would have? Do you think she would have think that was being taken care of? Just getting $3 million flat out?
No, she wouldn't have.
Right.
But so now you're gonna go to the most extreme case. To try to say gas money is taken care of. We understand that a person can live a life on $3 million like they can't live on $100 million. We understand that. That woman who is getting $50 in gas,
that's not my point. My point is this, bro. If you're dealing with somebody and they agree to the terms of what you have to offer, I may say my woman gets 75% of this, bro. Mm-hmm. I got this left. You feel what I'm saying? Right. If you want this, I can look out for you for this. You smart enough to know that they only signing up for that because they want to fuck with you. So by any means necessary, I'll sign up for whatever scraps you got left. And that's fine.
But she don't feel like she's being taken care of.
Listen, bro. So my thing is this.
I'm just signing up for this because I like you. That woman who got gas money would love to be in the position of the main woman.
But you're not. That's the. You said, what do my woman get? That's what my woman get. Yeah. That's the benefits of being my woman. You get more. Yeah. You get more. So my thing is this, bro, because at the end of the day, if you ask any fucking woman, right, if she preferred for you to not to do shit for nobody and just stop for you to not fuck nobody versus you taking care of somebody, she choose for you not to fuck somebody else.
Right.
Hold on, say that one more time.
If you ask a woman, right? If you ask your woman, because what you're saying is that men cheat and they gonna fuck off just because you want your woman to accept that. You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is, what if your woman came to you and say, hey, I'm cool with you talking to whoever you want to, having feelings for whoever you want to, and you can even take care of them, but don't fuck them. Are you okay with that scenario?
No.
Right. So you're choosing what's conducive to you. What feels comfortable for you? What I'm saying is that
you have to be able to provide something. And most women who are getting into these relationships or agreements, or if they know they're the side chick, there has to be an overall benefit. And I get what he's saying. What is it that you're providing me to where?
There are women
side chick benefits.
Hold on.
Because technically she can fuck with anybody.
What's the difference with like giving to charity or something like that? Let's say you donate money to charity.
There is no difference. You're giving the charity kind of. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. If you choose to do that, that's fine. I just disagree with that. If I got a woman, if I got a girl, I'm not giving another woman no fucking money unless I'm just buying some pussy. If I'm tricking or some shit like that, then I'm paying her for it.
Hold on. One question.
If you take her to dinner,
I'm not taking nobody to dinner. That's for my girl.
Oh, okay.
But how about this then?
I do not do function. I do not do girlfriend shit. That's fine.
But this is the point.
I'm saying all men cheat. I don't agree with the way all men cheat. If you got a girlfriend and you taking another girl to dinner, I don't fuck with that. And it's nothing that nobody can tell me. If that's what you do, fine. You your own man. You do what you want to do. But if you got an old lady and you taking another girl to dinner, that's wild as fuck to me.
Right.
Bro,
that's wild to me. Just to me.
But getting naked and fucking somebody and putting your dick in their mouth is wilder than that.
Okay, no, but that's that's wild to you. No, that's wild to you. I just said that. That's why I keep saying to me.
Right.
If you want to take
my thing is, but you don't argue with the way I feel.
I'm not arguing with the way you feel either. I'm just saying
what's wrong.
No, I said what's exclusive.
You said it's wrong.
I said I don't agree with that.
You said it's wrong.
I didn't say
those were your exact words.
Not agreeing is wrong.
No, that's not.
No, he said it's wrong.
Wrong for what?
He said there's a wrong way to cheat. It's wrong to you.
Well, he said
yes, and I will continue to say that's wrong.
Because at the end of the day, there's no right way to fucking cheat.
It is a right way to cheat.
There's not a right way to cheat.
We disagree.
If I fuck with you,
right,
and you need something,
right,
I'm gonna look out if I got it.
Cool. And if you got a girlfriend, I think that's wild. That's me.
I mean, But think
I'm just saying me. You can't rechange me.
He's not really wrong. I gotta kind of disagree with you.
No,
because
you just doing that because he dark skinned.
No,
but it's
you're
fine.
saying there's a right way to cheat. If it's cheating,
it is a right way to cheat.
No, it's not.
So
No.
But
we can all sit here and say that. But you would prefer me fuck a coworker than fuck your sister. You would prefer me to fuck a bitch.
Now you going to the highest extreme.
No. I'm just giving you an example. You would rather me go pick that bitch up in my car. You would rather me go pick up that bitch in my car than in your car. Right? I don't want to get cheated. I don't want to get cheated on. Agreed. But these niggas who do, right?
Yeah, you right.
Now what's the difference that I said taking a bitch to dinner? Because it's niggas who would take. No, it's not. Because it's niggas who would take their girl car. We all know them to go pick up another bitch, right? And then look at you and be like, well, that's all about it. Exactly. And I think it's trifling if you take a bitch. I think it's trifling if you got a girl and you take another girl to dinner. I think it's trifling if you got a girl and you pay another girl bills. I think it's trifling if you have a girl and you do any girlfriend activity with another bitch.
Okay.
Fucking is not a girlfriend. No, it's not. Hold on. How is fucking a girlfriend? Let me ask you something. Hold on, don't explain that to me. I got a question. You can talk. Hold on, I got a question. How is fucking girlfriend activity? How many women have you fucked? You don't have to answer that literally, right? Think about that in your mind. How many girlfriends have you had? Which number is bigger? So how is it girlfriend activity? You have fucked. Hold on, wait a second, because you don't have a dick. There are plenty.
I got one.
You fuck hundreds of women. Most player ass niggas are up there in digits of bitches they fuck, but their girlfriend levels are 4 and 5 and 6.
Hold on,
but you fuck. So how is fucking girlfriend activity?
In the same notion, nigga. I've been on a bunch of dates that I ain't in girl. I don't go with.
Cool.
So
and when you single, you do
girlfriend activity. It's not the way to get to the pussy.
I just don't know.
He can say that all he wants to, but most of the pussy I done got. But I'm just fucking. I ain't taking no bitch to dinner. If he a lover boy and want to be the type of nigga to take all the old
that don't make you a lover boy.
I'm just saying that to me it do. To me it do.
Because you value a woman.
Nigga, dinner ain't valuing no fucking woman. I could treat you like a woman and not take you nowhere.
No, bro.
So what makes people special if we just doing everything with everybody? That's what kills me, bro. How is it special if you just doing everything with every fucking body?
Well, then
you shouldn't have no old lady. You shouldn't have no old lady
if you want to fuck somebody else. But
no, it's not, because you don't agree with that. You just said that.
I said about that logic.
Okay, no, it's logic. I said what makes your old lady special. If we agree that all men gonna fuck, right? We agree with that. So that's standard. So let's get fucking out the picture. Now, what makes your old lady unique? And if it's nothing, nigga, you shouldn't have no old lady.
What makes your old lady unique?
Okay, but
come on, bro. What are we talking about? Exactly.
For your wife, and she, the car.
I'm not spending no money.
No, because we had the same topic last time, right? And we talked about gift giving, right?
I'm not spending no money on no side bitch.
We talked about gift.
We talked about dinner money.
Ain't no little nothing. That's money that can go in my house for my kids, bro. Ain't no little dinner money. All this money for my kids.
We had the same conversation last podcast, right? And we talked about gift giving. He asked me if I gave somebody a car, would I take it back, right? And I said I would. And he said if I gave you a TV or some other shit like that, you can keep that because that's small, right? Right. I feel the same way about that. At the end of the day, my girl got a house, my girl bills paid, my girl got my bank card. My girl got all this.
That's how you right.
Because I took a bitch to Chili's, I'm a lover boy.
Yeah.
Hey,
to me,
Come on, I feel like
Chili's $14.
Oh man, that's $14 my old lady got.
You inhumane, bro.
I'm not inhumane at all.
I'm a woman's
She can't get a burger.
She can't get a burger.
If I got an old lady, you can't get shit. But
you gonna be fucking up a baby.
That's what I'm saying, man.
But that's the thing.
The quality of women I want to fuck, bro, ain't going.
And that's why he be loving all the women.
I don't
That's
love
the
love.
point.
You don't love love.
That's why you got connections with them all. That's why he got connections and you spend time with them.
No, I don't.
But see, that's the kind of niggas y'all sign up for, and they got feelings for all they women.
Bro, you fucking just like I'm fucking. So
but I don't got feelings for all my women.
You still fucking?
Bitch, we gonna beat her up together. Let's go. You ready?
No.
I don't get no fuck.
Let me explain from a woman's perspective.
Go ahead.
So,
nigga got me hot. I'm in this.
I love it. Come on, I love it. Goddamn it.
Hey, I was cold for a little bit.
We need more. Goddamn war. We need it.
From a
Go
woman's
ahead.
perspective, why all of it sounds wrong.
It does.
You're taking.
Well, you got a girlfriend. What?
Go ahead though.
You're taking a woman out to dinner, but then when I asked, why not be honest from the beginning? If this is what you want to do and you want to fuck off, let me be aware. Anything that is unaware is a false perception. If you're leaving me in the dark and not letting me know what it is that you want to do, it's cheating. So let's just take cheating. Let's say it's an open relationship and you say, hey, I want to fuck other bitches. Then now I'm aware and I understand that with you fucking other bitches, there comes other scenarios, there comes other requirements. Because when you have a side chick, there is a requirement. Not only is she getting dick, but depending on how long you plan on being involved with her, she's going to set an expectation. Hey, well, if I'm giving you pussy, I need something else from you other than just giving you pussy. Because women feel like their pussy is worth something. So now it's, can you take me out to eat? I want to go to the movies. I want to go on trips.
So
and this is where
I got a question for you.
Girl?
As a woman, right?
Yes.
As a woman. But this caters to our argument. All right. When you find out I fucked off, right? And because we all replay certain I've been cheated on before.
Right.
And there's certain shit that I replayed in my mind. I thought about certain things that my girl did with me and certain things I did with her.
Right.
And then I imagined it with the other person, right?
Right.
So you find out your dude fucking somebody else, right? You heartbroken. What are you replaying in your head?
Everything that we did, and what did you do with them?
Okay, all right, cool. We go out to dinner.
Nice
Hold
way
on,
to set
hold
this
on,
question
hold
up,
on.
but you know damn
Let
well.
me finish, bro. Can I fucking? You can go out to me.
You're leading.
Can I go?
Objection. Leading the witness.
Can I go?
He's leading the witness. Objection.
behind me.
I know what you do. I'm objecting.
I'm gonna do it any fucking way.
You lead.
Can I finish it?
All right,
Can I finish it?
sustain.
Can I finish it? Can I finish it?
You lead.
Anyway.
Redirect.
Okay, cool. Me and you go to glamorous restaurants. We travel. We done been to Jamaica and all this shit. I took this bitch to Chili's, right? Which one hurts more? You goddamn envisioning her eating this motherfucking $14 burger or me beating her motherfucking back out?
Of course you fucking.
You fucking her.
Duh. But my point is this though. If you find out this nigga was doing the same, if you find out he went anywhere close to what y'all did, if you find out
I never said that.
My nigga,
What was the first date?
But
and you
see,
found
there's
out?
levels to it.
Ain't supposed to be no
There's
first date.
levels.
Listen to what y'all saying. Listen to how crazy. No, wait a minute. Listen to how crazy this
I have
is.
spots that are
Hold
exclusive.
on.
Listen, that nobody could ever
I'm so
go.
glad. No, hold on, wait.
Real life
I'm so
scenario.
glad you said that.
Don't take your if
Facts.
there's something exclusive.
Don't take
for
her
me,
nowhere we go.
If
Facts.
you take me to Cancun, don't take this bitch to Cancun.
Okay,
Burn
yeah,
fucking camera.
Okay,
That's
hold on.
understandable.
But can I take it to Jamaica?
Never been on a trip with a woman.
Can I take it to Tulum?
Don't
So
take
basically, I
her
can't take her on no
nowhere
trip.
exclusive.
Okay, cool.
No, you
And
can't.
Can I pay a light bill?
That's a light bill.
You can't. So you cool if I pay my girl my side bitch light bill?
That's a light bill. Like
If you going to Cancun, you gotta be cool with a light bill.
No, you capping. If you find out that light bill in that nigga name.
Cancun.
But listen, let me tell you.
I
how-
can't put his
Listen,
name.
Let me tell you. No man, let me tell you how wild.
Go crazy.
But listen, let me tell you how wild that is. Though this how I know y'all wrong, but it's fine.
Go ahead.
That nigga said, "What if you catch me on the first date with her?" I'm telling my girl, "What if you catch me on the first date?"
And
Do you
I haven't
understand how
smashed.
wild that is?
And I haven't smashed.
No, but listen to what you're saying. I am telling my
Where's the
girl.
first date at?
No, wait, listen to me. Y'all not listening. It's the wordplay. I am telling my girlfriend that this is the first date. The fuck? How can you have a date, nigga? You with me? But if I went to my, if I caught my girl, if I caught my girl cheating, if I caught my girl
y'all
cheating.
are gonna tell the truth from the beginning.
Right.
You're saying cheating, so if it's cheating, I would have never known you took her on a date.
No, that's fine. Of course. No, let's get your argument out the way.
Okay,
No, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait. We all just talking now. Well, let's get your argument out the way.
ahead.
So notice when you on this show, me and him, we don't agree. That's why we got a show, right?
Right.
Cool. But notice the things we do agree on. Those are the things that just cross the board. A and C, man, right? That honesty shit, you get that out the way. We've been dealing with that for so long. You're not gonna get that. You can try to go back to that as many times as you want to. A nigga's not gonna be honest with you. So cool. That's just out the way. I'm just saying in general, the wordplay. If that man is saying that if my woman catches me out in a restaurant and I'm like, baby, it's the first date. That ain't crazy.
Well, how about this?
How can you be on a date if you got a girl?
But 12.
I got a girl. I'm on a date.
Well, how about this then? Tell me this don't sound equally crazy. My girl catch me fucking in the first session.
Yeah, and baby, it ain't what it looked like.
Okay,
Man,
so
get your ass out of here.
what's the difference?
I was trying to drink the pour on you, bro.
I just paid $14. What you
If I had a choice between
The first date
if we
or me
were
fucking.
dating, If the first day and you fucking a bitch, of course I'm gonna say take that bitch for a burger every time. I don't want your dick in another.
Now let me tell you how you being misled though. Listen, you can listen to that if you want to. Go with that. Go on. You go.
I'm not being misled. I'm just being direct with the scenario.
No. But let me tell you how wild that is. If you catch your nigga on a date, and whether he fucked her or not, you better get the fuck up out of there. I'm telling you that as a man. You don't have to listen to them. You can take them advice. I'm telling you. If you catch your nigga out on a date with a bitch, whether he fucked her or not, you better get up out of there. That's the kind of nigga that like his other women.
Can I say something?
Hold on. No, listen.
After you're done, I'm going to say something.
Because you got women have the tendency to forgive niggas for cheating, right? If you catch your nigga on a date and they sit across the table and kiki and all that shit, run for the hills. Just take your boy advice for it. You can stay if you want to. If you just catch a nigga in the dirty motel fucking that bitch, you might can forget that nigga. He just wild. I know it's harder. I know it look wild. It looks wilder.
Different level of intimacy.
It looks wilder.
That does increase.
It does look wilder. But understand, he care about that other bitch.
Can I?
You gotta care about that bitch.
That's not fair.
Can I say something without getting cut off?
Ladies, go with that if you want to.
Can I say something? Can I say something without getting cut off?
Get on him with that.
No, ladies, go with whatever side you want to.
Can I say something before I get cut off?
You catch your nigga on a date, forgive him if you want to.
Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I hear you say all the time, right? When you cheating and you fucking the girl, you fucking the girl different than you fucking your girl, so it's different. Right? So this is what I'm saying, bro. Not once did I say I'm in love with a bunch of motherfuckers.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did say that.
No.
You did. You said I love them all.
I said that's why you have closer relations. You said on other podcasts you love all you women, but you've
I love. Listen, bro. Listen. Hold on. Listen.
Right.
Now, mind you, my love is from a human standpoint. It's not from. Let me finish. No, I mean it. This is dead ass serious. Listen,
that's what he gonna tell you on a date. I love her from.
No. I mean it's from just like I love everybody at this fucking table, right?
You gotta eat, baby.
No, we people, motherfucker. We human. It's a black woman. It's a natural thing to be a protector, right? So let's say this, right? So hold on. So I'm glad you said that. Like I took my woman to Jamaica last week, right? Now mind you, I've never been in a relationship with a woman and went on a trip with another woman or went on some type of fucking adventure with another woman while I'm in a relationship with a woman. That's reserved for my woman. Just like a certain type of sex is reserved for my woman. You feel what I'm saying? So it's wild. It's unfair for you to say that you can cheat on your girl, but the sex is different, so it's different. Versus me saying, hey, I'll take my girl to Jamaica. I took this bitch to Chili's, and you say it's all the same. It's not the same. I don't have to love you to spend $14 on some fucking Chili's. I take my homies to Chili's after the gym all the time and buy lunch. You feel what I'm saying? That don't mean that ain't love. That's just motherfucker some shit that I can splurge on and afford. Now I do agree with you. If you find your man in the same spaces with a woman that he takes you, that's a problem.
So
you feel what I'm saying?
It's the type of restaurant he takes you to. That's the problem.
It's Jamaica. It's Jamaica versus Chile. It's a big ass difference.
Right, because if I want to fuck, let's say for instance the woman I'm after is of a certain quality, because you ain't fucking them for bases by your logic.
Listen, and that's the way to go.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not. But anyway, so what I'm saying is that if there's something that I feel like I want to fuck with, right? And she's making the compromise to deal with me because I have a woman, and she's fucking going with my rules and abiding by my rules with my woman, which every side chick should get a fucking disclaimer. She should know you got a woman. She should know what rules to abide by. She should know exactly where the fuck she stand, how far to go, and how far not to go. You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is, when you have this disclaimer, Chili's might be in that fucking disclaimer. I might take my woman over here to a 5-star restaurant, but damn, nigga, at least give me a burger. I'm a 10. You want some pussy? Give me a burger. Okay, fair trade. Even swindle, no swap, even swindle.
Do you think that there's never been a couple who fell in love at a Chili's? I'm just asking a random question.
Do you think there's no?
I'm just don't leave. I'm just answering my question.
Yes, they have.
I mean,
yes, they have.
Do you think if you've been in love before, right?
Right.
Did it matter where you went when you loved your person? You can have just as passionate of a conversation I
got something for his ass. Watch this.
Go ahead. Why you want to have something for him? I'm just asking the woman.
I got a question too. Go ahead.
You've had just as passionate conversations at a 5-star.
Chili's or Jamaica, yes.
At Chili's or Jamaica, right? So it's the type of restaurant that you take a bitch to, because he said, I respect her as a human. This is a black woman You hear the acronyms, the nouns that he's using to describe his side bitch. These are
Hold on. No, let me answer this question because I got a question. Answer this question. Go ahead.
I ain't even get done.
I'm letting you finish. I want you. I'm excited for you to get finished.
I got a question too.
I know you got something to say.
Go ahead.
If you're an articulate person, you can always have something to say. That's why I said you can take whatever side you want to.
Go ahead.
I'm just telling you. You go with that logic if you want to and forget that nigga. That's why them bitches be writing you letters.
Hey, how about this?
Hold on, wait. Let him
finish, Bolo.
That dinner might have been Chili's to him, but it was Ruth Chris to her. Okay. Do you understand that?
I love that. You right. You're absolutely right. I agree with you 1,000%.
This is why they crossed the line on y'all, because these niggas got them feeling. She don't know I'm here because I'm a lower grade of human being and I don't view you as my girl. I think we on a date, nigga. And I love Chili's. I love the trio special where I get all the apps and the 2 for $20. She loves that and she only wants to eat that with you. So y'all keep going for these niggas who take these women out. I know I'm right.
But hold on, I got something for your ass. How about this though, right?
Yeah.
How many situations have you been in when you was just fucking a nigga that wasn't your nigga and it didn't mean nothing, but it turned into something because you started feeling something? That dick was good. He was just fucking you like a savage because you wasn't his girl and dogging you out. But little does he know that savage fucking was the best thing that ever happened to you, and you start feeling some type of way. Whether you take him to dinner or not, whether it was in the dirty hotel, whether it was with a rubber or not.
But take it from the nigga who fought the bases. When you do that, like, they understand much better when you got to explain to them what that is. Because you
can't speak for a woman, bro.
No, I'm not speaking. No, I have spoken to a woman. Okay, cool. So I've spoken to a disgruntled woman. If you've had a bunch of side bitches, they get disgruntled. It's in the contract. We will get disgruntled when you sign up on it, right? They won't stay happy. I don't care how good you treat them. They will get disgruntled. But when they sit down and break it down to you why they upset with you.
Hold on.
When they break down to you,
one thing, because I know what you're finna get to.
Anyway.
This is the point.
No, when they break down to you why they upset with you, they go through a list of things. You took me to that dinner. I thought we were this. You had me around your folks. I thought we was this.
You fucked me like this. I thought we was this.
I ain't never heard that. Period.
You ain't dropping that dick off deep enough.
I done missed a relationship start with just.
I had
a one night stand and then it turned into a whole relationship.
They know how I treat them.
Chili's
so that
in that motel.
They understand that this is just dick.
I'm guilty of that.
My side bitch is so cold. They text me just for the dick. Like, hey, what's up? I just want a dick. I know because that's all we got.
Because women like that.
They know that's all we got.
You had to go through to find ones that
nigga none, because if they don't operate like that, I'm out of here.
You can't. Well, how about this?
I'm honest.
I'm not going to risk my old lady. Y'all be risking y'all relationships, bro. That's what killed me. First of all,
you're not risking your relationship.
No, you are. First of all, like this, no.
Anytime you say you cheated and she has to find out you cheated, you risk your relationship.
My girl I've never been caught for cheating. Never. See how that works? I've never been caught. Because I don't go nowhere. If you go sit in public, you wild any fucking way. What, do you have any respect for your lady? Nigga, people see you.
Listen, bro.
You have a girlfriend that you're lying to. Why would you be in public?
Listen, this is the thing.
But you're lying anyway.
No, I know I'm lying, but at least I act like I'm lying. I'm hiding. I'm in the cut. I'm here. So unless you just happen to pass by Motel 6 to see my car, we fine.
But see, this is why we.
But Chili's are everywhere.
Listen.
Chili's are on the main street.
Nah, but this
I go to Chili's.
On a serious note, this is why we are both right and wrong at the same time. It's because a woman has the same concerns about both of those situations. Yes. Mm-hmm. So we talking about how we feel and how we perceive it. Mm-hmm. But a woman perceives both of them the same exact way, because a woman is going to find fault in both. If you fucking them, they feel like that woman is going to, because they know how you fuck them.
Exactly.
They know how you fuck them. So they go.
I'm just talking to men when I'm talking. I'm not talking to women. No. But this started. I know women don't get why we do it.
Right. But this started because. But that's why this conversation started, because they don't get it. So what I'm saying is they have the same concerns, whether you fucking or you going on dates. It's the same concern. You going on dates, I feel like she gonna start liking you. You fucking her, I feel like you gonna start liking her. The concern is that you guys are going to develop feelings, because the feelings come from sex, and feeling comes from spending time. And fucking is spending time, regardless if it's 5 or 10 minutes. It's spending time. Women feel like they don't want to have anyone to have access to you except for them. And if anybody has any type of access,
we're not talking about the women.
You can take a woman on a date. Let me just say this real quick. You can take a woman on a date and y'all sitting there one-on-one talking, and you can learn that you might not even want to even deal with her.
Yes.
You might not even want to sleep with her.
But that versus
you.
Her mind.
I mean, but if I don't want to deal with you, we ain't finna do nothing anyway. So it don't matter if it don't change your mind. If I don't like you, then because I'm the one pursued
but
you.
You think your girl gonna be happier because you had to see if you liked her first?
But think about it. I'm talking about versus you going to the motel and smashing off.
So your logic is, at least, baby, I tried to see if I really liked her first.
I ain't talking about all that. I'm just saying I may have dodged a bullet and escaped the situation.
We gotta let her talk, man. We can let her go.
The issue is everybody is thinking from the perspective of themselves.
Yeah.
You know why you do it. You know why you do it. You know why you do it. But nobody is really analyzing, okay, how the other person, because you guys said if your woman did the same shit you was doing, it's a wrap.
But we've already explained why.
Exactly.
We kind of didn't explain why, but go ahead.
We did though. Only thing you can offer me is loyalty. That's why it's a wrap. What else do you bring to the table?
But the thing is that you understand that as a woman, the type of woman I am, I can't speak for any other woman. I can only speak for myself. I require loyalty. That loyalty includes you telling me the truth. This is why I said I expect honesty out the gate. Because if you're honest with me, I'm more willing to submit and give you more.
Yeah, but you're not. But we're telling you, you're not going to get that.
Exactly. Men are not. And this is why I said what I said. I'm a floater. I lived this situation back in 2014. Me and my ex was still married. Right. I found out.
Stop saying you're a floater, but go ahead.
Yeah. And I don't want you to compare, and I don't want you to compare everything to your ex either, because.
But that's all I have to compare it to.
Because what I'm saying is the general. No, I understand that. I'm just saying the general lying that you're going to get from a man is not the same as your ex was doing.
And I get that, but he was a light skinned nigga. But anyway,
he fucked it up. He had a catch.
The thing is, me and him separated in 2014. We got back together. I got pregnant with my son, and his ex was still calling. And his excuse was, well, she didn't do anything to me. She didn't hurt my feelings. And I feel, but I'm your wife. So now you have to choose. You don't want to hurt this bitch feelings, but I'm over here with my feelings hurt. So whose feelings?
You got hurt her feelings.
Exactly. 100%. So why do it?
But no,
that's the thing.
See, that's what I'm saying though. That's we're
saying it's gonna get done regardless of why. Don't even ask why it's gonna get done. Is what we're saying.
Though, what I'm saying is, but we both agree on that. Like that's not a thing for us. Like
right.
That's not a when you say it like now you got to make a choice.
No, my wife is my woman, my choice every time.
Well, I'm hot at her, bitch. If you don't stop calling this motherfucker,
right. If I get caught on one of them fucking dates, she out of here.
Exactly.
It ain't no fucking question.
Yeah, so it's no question. So that's what I'm saying. I get that you're tying it into a personal experience, but. That nigga was all like we would argue with that nigga if he was here trying to make all that shit seem right. I'd be yelling at him. I don't fuck with that. I assume that he probably don't fuck with that either. But so that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying like the typical lie. I would make sure that would never pop up. Like a woman would not feel comfortable enough to do that in our situation. Like that would have never been an issue if me and you were married. Nobody's calling. Nobody's doing none of that shit.
But this goes back to.
I'm still fucking.
When you use but see the thing is when you use the term cheat, it automatically gives a negative connotation to the relationship.
Well, it is negative.
If she has to catch you cheat, so again, why not be honest from the beginning?
Because even if you said out of your own mouth, I'm the last of a dying breed, right? So that means there's very few of you, right? So even if you're saying you accept this, you have to understand that majority of the women that we meet will not accept this level of honesty. So there is no point. I do love my girl. I do not want to lose my girl or my family. So I'm not going to tell her 100% truth. And again, it's like I tell you, faithful is a day-by-day thing. Let me ask you something as a woman. Don't even speak necessarily for you because you say you're different, but what you think about most women, right? Let's say I was faithful for 10 years. I dated this girl for 10 years. I never slept with nobody. No phone conversation, no DMs, no nothing, right?
Right.
One night, we going through some shit, whatever the case may be, I go out and fuck somebody, right? And I come on and tell her, do you think she gives me 10 years of equity or am I now just a dog-ass nigga? Maybe not you, but what do you think most women? Do I get 10 years of equity or am I a dog-ass nigga?
You would get the 10 years of equity. She's going to feel like you're a dog-ass nigga, but after she sits and analyzes the situation, you're going to get that 10 years of equity.
Do you think that's how it go?
No.
That's you, but most women, it's like you
your
ain't
track
shit.
record is done.
That's done.
10 years is gone.
But it depends. No.
Yeah, it's just like anything.
Women, this is what we said earlier, though. Women are different. For a man, yes. It's one and done after 10. I don't care if it's 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. With men, it's one and done. But for a woman and majority of women, in which I'm pretty sure the listeners and the people that are going to view this podcast are going to agree, we look at what we've invested. We look at what we have built. And so one time cheating, after 10 years, we're going to forgive you and go right back into the situation. Please don't do this again. Let's work it out. Let's figure it out. Whatever.
Mind you, just because you stay doesn't mean that equity is gone. Women will stay, but you're going to hear about it again.
All the time.
You feel me? It's like, I can forgive, but I won't forget.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So my thing, what he's asking is that, his point is that you can have a clean record, right? And you commit one small crime, a misdemeanor, and you lose all your rights for the rest of your life. Nobody gives a fuck about what you did the first 23 years of your life. All they think about is this one crime you've committed. Right. And you have to wear that just like you do on your record in real life.
That's what I'm saying.
You have to wear that for the rest of your life. And that is unfair. Yep. You feel what I'm saying? When there are people, now you put in the same pool with people who do this shit every day. Mm-hmm. And you've done it once. Right. You put in the same pool with the murderers. Right. You feel me? You like, God damn, I did. You just like all over it. I stole out the store. I'm in here with the motherfucking rapist.
That's the first thing she gonna say. I thought you was different. Like, wait a minute, bitch.
Right, I'm not the same.
Clean.
I'm not the same.
I got a question for you though. Like when you say be honest. All I want is honesty. Have you always been like that, or it just now from experience and what you done been through? That's what you want now.
I feel like I always have, because I met my ex when I was young. I was still in college, got pregnant, and was married and with him for 13 years. So now that I'm in the position I'm in, of course, my narrative and the way I think has altered and changed drastically. Mm-hmm. So whenever I meet people, I am 100% office from day one, because I understand if I'm not for you, I'm okay with that. Everybody's not going to agree with how I think. Everybody's not going to want to accept me for how I am. And if you don't accept it, okay, but somebody else will.
But you want me to tell you a secret though, Lala? What you got to understand is that it's easy for you to be honest because you have nothing to lose. You can be honest and I'm still going to stick around because I'm the one pursuing. Right. You feel me? It don't matter what the fucking gazelle tastes.
Pussy, you can tell me anything.
It don't matter what the gazelle say to the lion. The lion is going to agree because he want to eat.
I'm definitely in a position where there's nothing to lose, but I also know my worth. I also know what I have to offer a king. Mm-hmm. So if I was to get into another relationship, then of course that narrative is going to change. This is what I did, but this is how I'm moving now. Because again, the same thing y'all said the last show, I am stuck in wifey mode. But I'm only in wifey mode with somebody who is for me, as long as they're honest. Mm-hmm.
And see, that's what's wild about a man, is that a man don't give a fuck about your standards and expectations or his. You feel me? So it's like all those qualities and shit you named don't mean a goddamn thing. You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is like, not only will he lie to you, he'll ignore all your red flags and all the things that are wrong with you too. Because there's a mission at hand. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's one of the things that women do, and it's just a side note. I ain't even gonna bring up none of the topics we have for the podcast, but I hate when women do this in general. I honestly don't think that they listen to what men say they want and desire. Like women, I feel like the last thing they change is their behavior. Like a woman to get her heart broken, go get a certificate. Like a bitch, you think because you an X-ray tech and you got an Audi A4, the niggas, bad niggas can't fuck you now? Yeah. Like, I just don't women are really.
You just need to get an advanced, more advanced version of the nigga you just left.
Just go get a mortgage and be like, not just anybody can fuck me. Because you got a house? Yeah. Like, I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'll blow that house down. Yeah. Real shit though. Like I really don't think they understand. Like you have to change your expectations and see what a man is. If you don't do that, you can change whatever you want about yourself or offer whatever the fuck you think. You're going to meet the same kind of niggas just in better form. Mm-hmm. Every time you get smarter, you're going to meet the next level of nigga. Mm-hmm. He the same as the nigga down here. I'm just better at it.
And I got more to offer. It's like they get grimy.
And they do get grimy. But
weight class.
Right. Facts. I got more.
Now they hitting your cousins and whoever your
I got more peacock fellas. I got more money. It's like
I
real
was
shit.
Say, money definitely changes a lot.
You think you upgrade.
Social status, all of that changes
but you're not.
Yeah,
but change your behavior and what you're looking at.
But what he's saying is that it changes a lot for men. It don't change shit for women. You can go level up and you still gonna like
real shit.
Men are men on all levels.
Do you believe women think a nigga can dress faithful? Do you believe that?
Who you getting dressed for?
No.
What you getting dressed for?
Women think that there are some women who think there's a faithful way to dress. Yeah. Like there are women who will look at your style and think,
say, "Oh yeah, you fucking yeah."
Bitch, you think about this hat make me a fucker? Mm-hmm. Like, bitch, you think the nigga in the tie with the bow tie ain't fucking?
But see, that's
crazy. They judge us by how we dress.
But women, you look like you got hoes. Bitch, I do, but it ain't because of my clothes.
But
y'all look worse.
What it is though, bro, is that. Just like anything else, when a motherfucker gauge you by how they feel about you, and it's just like they understand that. Let's say, for instance, you are somebody that can dress, right? Mm-hmm. she understands that you're going to attract a certain quality of women, and men don't know how to turn shit down anyway. So if you attract that quality of woman, you definitely ain't turning them down. So you fucking everything to come to you.
But also on that, they do think that. But also on that note, they think that there's a safer dress.
There's no one.
They think that they think that there are women who will think that like you dress a proper, like you have standards. Look at how you either tuck your shirt in or you wear like you don't dress like a rapper or whatever. Like there are women who think because of the way your clothes fit you that you are more trustworthy. Like, nigga, no. That nigga in that Abercrombie and Fitch fucking just like that nigga in...
But on the same scale, it's on that same scale. They grade it like that, too, though. Like, if I dress down. You see how I am every day, slides and shit. So it's just like a woman is less threatened by that because she understands that there will be less people pursuing me because I'm not fresh. Because if I get fresh, just like you in here in your tank top and shit, right? But when you step out, you gonna put that shit on.
I'm that nigga, first of all.
When you step out, get it when it's you gonna step out, you gonna put that shit on, right? So I've heard you say before, like you might be like, I'm at the gas station and you got this on, and a baddie walk by and you like, fuck, I can't even say nothing to her because I got this on. Right. You feel me? Your woman understands that it's like a repellent. When you dress down, it's like a woman repellent to them. It's like you can still fuck something, and you still the same nigga that go put on that polo, but it's just like that's almost like when your girl go out with the titties out and shit. You understand that, like, bro, like that's the extra. You know, you finna attract more flies.
But none of that means if I'm gonna fuck something or not. I'm fucking just as much in this tank top or whatever. Like, there is no faithful way to dress.
I agree with him on this one because I go out all the time, and some of the most basic dress guys get the most attention because they are not trying. Because every woman in a club is looking for the guy who does not have a pool of women around
she
them.
She think the fly nigga, you got all the hoes. Exactly. Yeah. And it's the same thing with women though. Like there are certain things I know I could post if I wanted the attention. They call it thirst trapping. I know there's a certain way I can post on social media and my DMs will start jumping off top. But if I post something to where I'm just saying some jogging pants and a t-shirt or whatever the case is, I might get 2 or 3 likes off of it. Right. So it's all about perception, but I'm just saying from the perspective of a woman. What are you doing in
you
just sweeping?
Yeah,
right.
But
you took that ass on them jogging pants.
What's going on?
Before I cut my hair off, I cut my hair, and this particular picture, I had 2 puff balls, and I had on some lace boy shorts, and I had nothing on, and I was just standing there posing. DMs jumped over 200 likes.
You in there cleaning with no top on. Trying to see about that.
My video I posted me working out might have got 20.
I don't care about no inspiration.
Exactly.
And see,
that's what it is.
But you got to understand this too, though. You proving my point actually, and not his.
See, dark skin nigga can't let you have nothing.
No, because she did prove my point. Because when she said this dude in the club, right, is dressed down, she understands that he's gonna have a flock of women on her, so she's checking out the dude that's basic. But who else in the club is checking out the basic nigga other than you? Not many people. You feel what I'm saying? Just like I'm strategic, right?
No, she said he be having the most hoes because other hoes be thinking like, not that nigga. I want the safe nigga. But he be pulling them.
But he's not the majority choice. Just like this, right? Just like this, right? I'm strategic, right?
No, most decent women are not. They hate the flashy. Oh, you got all the hoes. They like it.
My point.
But I ain't fucking with it.
My point. Decent women. Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. A nigga dressed down ain't out looking for decent women. So
a nigga who dressed down?
A nigga who got that shit on ain't looking for decent women. That's what I meant. Like,
the nigga who dressed down want to take him on dates.
Exactly. So my point is that. So this is where smart. See, this is the thing about it. You got smart niggas out here, right? Just like you're a smart dude, right? Yeah. You go on a girl's social media page, right? Bikini pic, picture in the suit, picture at work, picture with the baby. Which one you come in on?
Picture with the baby.
Oh damn!
Which one drew you in though?
The
bikini pictures.
So that's all I'm saying.
Like
so my point is that when you sometimes when you dress down and you trying to be basic, you attract the most savage niggas ever because that's a savage nigga right there. He went past all them bikini pictures and was savage enough to comment on you and your fucking baby and act like he give a fuck about that when it's really the bikini picture.
You gonna think, oh, he care about the baby.
Like a couple of kids.
So now you thought by you being host, that's how wholesome women end up with shitty niggas because the shittiest niggas are the most strategic. I know not to go fucking comment on the bikini picture. That's the one everybody else commenting on. Exactly. I want to stand out. So it's the same thing with you. Because you know how you think you know how to pick quality, you feel me? You're gonna ignore the flashy nigga because he got all the attention, and you're gonna go for the dressed down nigga, and he gonna be way worse than this nigga. He gonna be way worse than this nigga. Because he knew what he was doing. He came in there, it's chess, not checkers. He came in that club knowing that if I dress down, I'm going to stand out. I've been him 1,000 times. And I'm going to get the one I want because the one I want ain't going for that type of nigga. Mm-hmm. So you think you playing chess and I'm playing chess.
But see, the nigga put the shit on, he just want to be seen.
He want to be seen.
That nigga with that duck head belt, he trying to fuck something.
ASAP.
That nigga there in them loafers.
I play chess in real life, and that's why I get a thrill out of it. Because I've been in situations where I've gone to a bar and a guy asks to buy me a drink and I pay for his. So
don't ever do that. That's wrong. That's not chess.
But I enjoy it.
No, you playing wrong.
I enjoy it.
We got to have another conversation. See, this is the conversation when women think they be doing it and it's not doing it. No.
And I still don't give a fuck.
That's not doing it. Yes, you do.
I really don't.
But you fresh out one of them things and you got like a layer of skin.
I'm not fresh out. I've been divorced for a little over a year, separated for 2.
But what you say you got walls?
But at the end of the day.
What you say you have walls?
As far as what?
Are your walls up? No, listen. No, I didn't mean it like that, man.
I was trying to figure out where you was going with this.
You get what I'm saying. I'm talking about emotion.
I was going to say, I've never pushed a baby out. I have 4 C-sections.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about what you say.
What said, do you have walls? I said, damn, bro, that sounds...
I'm talking about emotion. Do you have emotional walls up because of your...
No. I'm as open as can be.
So you don't think you have no residual effects?
No.
From this 13 years?
No.
What's funny?
Shook it off in a year?
No.
What's funny about her, though, is that what you can't do is try to play chess with a nigga that's playing checkers. You at the bar trying to buy his drink, and he don't catch none of this shit. He ain't studying none of that shit. He's like, get me drunk to him still. His mission's still the same. His mission's still the same. Right. She like, oh yeah, I did some shit there. Like that nigga ain't catch none of that.
That nigga was like, well shit, I could ask for $5,000 then.
She gonna take care of me.
I got this box shit, man.
No, but I've been in situations where I had a guy, I went out for my birthday in Atlanta. We went to Strokers. Everybody knows Strokers is a strip club.
Yeah, I fuck with Strokers.
And the guy was like, oh, you hanging with her, and her. I know what type of time, but I'm not my friends. I support whatever y'all want to do, but that don't put me in a box with them. And so he was like, oh, so you're not like them, da-da-da-da-da. Long story short, he tried to make it seem like I was easy and then tried to put the Bible into it. Like, God made you for a man, and you supposed to give that pussy to a real nigga, da-da-da-da-da. Nah. that ain't what the Bible say. So, in situations like that,
I don't even be talking to these niggas in this conversation.
Now, I feel like you're trying to...
That nigga in Strokers talking about the Bible.
You're trying to insult my intelligence, though. So, when you offer me, stack of ones, nigga. I can get my own. Here's my card. Bring me 2.
Let me tell you what fucks that up though. You will take you take those experiences and you apply them to real. I'm not even gonna say real to men.
Right.
And that's what fucks shit up. Like that experience. Like when we
that shit was horrible.
Yeah, we're not even talking. I don't even know what that is.
But most men, when they buy you a drink in the club, and this is just from the perspective of a woman, I could be wrong. A lot of times when a man buys a woman a drink, there's an expectation that he's already setting. He's buying a drink with a purpose. And if I'm in the club with my homegirls because I just want to be out and socialize, don't fucking talk to me. I don't want to be bothered.
Understand this. Everything a man does, there's expectation. Whether he opens your door, whether he says hi, whether he speaks to you.
But that's my way of diverting it and saying, look, I don't want to be bothered. I'll buy your drink, but leave me the fuck alone.
But you shouldn't do anything. I always tell women, don't. Now, they're ridiculous. If you do buy a girl a drink and he expects pussy, that's fucking ridiculous. We're not talking about it. But some niggas do. We know that there's like fucking ridiculous people on both sides. So I try to speak for the people with some kind of sense, right? But there is an expectation. If I buy you a drink, I would expect a conversation. A
conversation, a phone number. It's always something.
I'm hoping for a phone number, but I expect a conversation to leave. If I buy you a drink, you just stroll out. I'm like, bitch, I knock that shit out your room.
Like holding the door and nobody don't say thank you.
Like,
hold on.
But exactly. So how do you? No, thank you. I got it. Yeah. Nah, let me buy it. Da-da-da-da-da. No, I got
but just say no, thank you. No matter how many advances.
But in a club, when niggas are drunk, they're pushy. And it gets annoying. So, no, put it on my tab. let him leave me alone because I don't want to be bothered. And I've done this multiple times because if I don't want to be bothered, if I'm not attracted to you, if your conversation stuff, the same thing he said, I'm a mental person.
That's
So
gonna make
if
that
you
nigga
can't
think
fuck me mentally,
that's gonna make that
don't
nigga think
fucking
he like
talk
him.
to me.
But you know what I want women to stop doing? Then this is what I want y'all to stop doing, man. And men, like men too, but mainly women, because y'all tend to do this a lot, right? Y'all got to understand that birds of a feather do flock together. So hold on. Whether you are one of them or not, you are with them. So my thing is this:
Stay on his side, Queen.
So the best. Chris Rock said this joke.
Yeah.
He said that a woman had on some little skimpy shit, and he approached her like she was a hoe, and she was just like, "Why would you approach me like that?"
That was Dave Chappelle.
No, and then he said, "If you're dressed like a cop," that was Chappelle. I thought it was Chris Rock, and he said, "Shit, well, I would assume you're a police officer." So my thing is that what you have to understand. That may not be you, but if you run around with a bunch of known loose women, expect men to approach you like one of them. Don't get offended when I approach you like. Hold on, don't get offended when I approach you like one of them. So that's why that nigga was in the club saying God made that pussy for a real nigga because he analyzed your friends and you were with your friends and you happen to be the baddest one of your friends. You feel what I'm saying?
I agree with
I
that.
ain't never
but
heard
when
no
I
shit
tell
like that in the club. People talking about God in the club.
When I tell you, you'll be
Niggas
surprised.
say anything.
Niggas say anything.
You'll be
Wow.
surprised when they realize that you're not easily broken or you're not hyped by the finances. Like this nigga went and put $1,000 in front of me like, you could throw this at the stripper or keep it. I gave the bartender my car. I say, bring me two. Like nigga, I don't
be
need
understanding
your
what you're
fucking
doing
money.
though. Like you be doing way too much.
Like
Right,
you're trying too hard to impress me, and I'm not one of those women that's
but what
easily
you
impressed.
got-
But the thing about it though is that that's expected when you're in a certain group. Now my thing is, let's say I'm that dude, right? And I'm out in the club, and me and my dog in the club, and we just looking for something to fuck at strokers, and we see this group of motherfuckers that's loose. Y'all having a good time, and y'all look real fuckable tonight. You feel me? Y'all look real easy. And we come over, and I make my advance with you. I do that corny shit, like throw a stack down and say throw it at the strippers, and you start getting articulate and fucking defensive with me. I'm picking my stack up and going to find another one. I had the wrong one, but don't be offended that I tried you like that because you looked like that.
And on the cool, birds of a feather, you can sit here and say you not your homies.
They flock together.
But it's some reason why you with that crowd. Because we've all outgrew crowds and you can't be there no more.
Right.
100%. When there's zero in common with that crowd, you cannot be there
but
anymore.
there are certain commonalities that I have with my homegirls, but there are certain things that me and my homegirl got into it. I'm not going to say her name. We got into it the last time. Last year we went out for my birthday and I was with my sister, her, and another homegirl. And she was like, oh, yeah, we going to have fun, da-da-da-da-da. And mind you, I was drunk, and I apologized to her. But I told her straight up, I said, girl, you done fucked half of Atlanta. Like, fuck that shit. I'm not on the type of shit you want. I haven't fucked half of Atlanta. I said, well, vast majority. And she kind of got upset with me. Like, I'm very...
just text him the
I'm very direct with her. So just because I hang with her doesn't mean I condone the shit she's doing, but that's my homegirl.
When there's something
when you get caught out with them in a public space, you are kind of condoning what they do.
But here's the thing: even if it's a hoish way, maybe you're not a hoe, but there's a hoish way that you might enjoy. Like some women will say, "Oh, I'm not fucking, it's cool, but I could be in the club, skirt up, twerking, whatever, but I ain't fucking like my homegirl." I'm not saying that's you.
Is dancing a hoish behavior?
But there is hoish dress, there is hoish behavior. Now you don't have to be a hoe.
I admit that.
Like I could dress like a thug and not be a thug.
If you get on the bar, you can't say you wifey material if you standing on the bar.
Now you can be. I just want to assume that you are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I should have worded that differently, but that's exactly what I meant.
My dress code can kind of be a little...
Accountability is a big word these days, bro, because we'll avoid accountability to justify the bullshit that we doing. A woman will know she dressed in a certain fashion, and then a man approach her like that. Instead of taking accountability for the way she's dressed, she say, I should be able to dress the way I fucking want to dress without nobody approaching me. But I'm like, bro, this is, you know what attracts certain things. You do. Motherfucking, if I drop a hook with some bait on it, I know it's going to attract fish. Exactly. And when the fish come, I can't be offended.
But you trying to dress like the school of fish you run in. So even if that ain't your attire, I don't want to dress like the school of fish I run in. This is what we enjoy.
Yeah.
I used to date a chick like that. She used to always call me and be like, oh, this man checking me out. I'm like, what you got on? What you got on?
Do it matter?
shorts all in the ass and everything. I'm like, why you think if I didn't know you,
don't move it, the shorts
if I didn't know you and I was that nigga, I would be checking you out too. So
no,
all
but
that
I
shit
take
matters.
full accountability for that. I know my dress code because I feel like I earned it. I was over 200 pounds at one point. I worked hard to get to where I am.
You think that nigga that's trying you like you easy know that?
Yeah.
And I don't even damn
Or even care.
But
Even care.
this is why I say the
Hell,
things
if I knew that, that's better information.
Girl.
Girl, you lost all that weight.
Know yourself is still a little low.
What?
No, the fuck is
I'm
not.
gonna come up to you and read that Bible too.
That's one thing I learned though, boy. A lot of the times, I ain't gonna say all, but most of the time if I go back and see you used to be big and you got little, I got a shot.
I got more
'Cause you
confidence
yeah,
than ever.
yeah,
If I
'cause-
see your before pictures, I'm on your ass.
Cause you don't realize where you at all the way.
That's motivation right there, boy.
No, she used to be
Yeah,
big.
I
I know I
used
got
to
this one.
be close to. I was over 200 pounds at once upon a time.
You could have been a little stacked though. You didn't have to be. I got to see it before and after though.
I got it before.
Let me see.
Because most women that get small, they
Your boy
get,
gonna put it on the
you
screen
know.
too, so you got.
You said most women they get because you don't got the. I used to have be big skin.
Yes, I
You
do.
said what skin?
I used to be big skin.
Oh, you used to be big skin.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that shit usually don't hold up when you get small. If you have big skin.
Yeah, man, that be that Play-Doh
I
skin.
was over 200.
No, that's what this ain't bad. This baby
see.
big though.
Yeah, I had my third daughter at the
Let me see.
time.
Yeah, this baby big. The wildest thing is your fro, but other than that,
Boy, you don't get out of here. That ain't
ain't
big.
big.
That is, it was big
That's
for
how I had
me.
some kids.
Yeah,
You have to
nigga
understand,
still
I was
clean
an
you up.
athlete.
That man would have still been there with that same stack of ones talking about
Nah.
what's
I
happening.
wouldn't clean you up. I'd dust you off. I would
Should not clean that dust off.
I'd dust you off.
No, but
You
for
still have got some
me,
dick. It'd have been dusty.
but for me, that was big.
Man, but we did some
Hey,
yelling
listen,
tonight,
man,
bro.
we
That
did.
shit felt good.
I had a whole podcast lined up.
You should have said something in the beginning, though.
It's all good.
Yeah, we ain't know.
We'll
We got
use it all
another.
next
We're gonna
time.
bring him back for the next episode. I like. We're gonna do it one more time, so that way we can actually talk about the topics. We're gonna bring you back again. We know you was an unexpected guest, but you're a playing guest next episode. We're gonna bring you back. We're gonna do a part 2,
I knew
and me and him are not gonna yell at each other back and forth like that. But
do one, though.
But we
I'm
do
good.
one. I enjoy it. But see, this is why I enjoy it, because this is what people lack. I say this at the end of every podcast. People lack the ability to have a conversation like this, disagree, and move forward.
Right.
You have people who have friendships to where they have one tough argument with their friends and there's resentment the rest of the friendship. They both holding on to that argument. I remember this is like in the back of their mind. I remember the time that, like, bro, this shit water under the bridge. Like, I don't agree with him on a lot of shit. I don't give a fuck how you feel about that. He don't give a fuck how I feel.
Right.
And we gonna yell back and forth. And that shit is cool. And we move forward to the next subject like it never happens. People have to be able to do that. That's what this podcast is for people to come yell their fucking truth. You feel me? And if
Right.
somebody don't believe it, you push it. You feel me? But what I do understand is I also listen for understanding. There was some shit he said that did make sense. And there's some shit that I said I know I make sense. And we both gonna go back and analyze whether it was 10% or 5%. You're gonna take that little bit and you're gonna add it to your arsenal.
Right.
And now you're a smarter person. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You more. So it's just.
Either
That's
way,
what this shit is about. But
cheating is wrong.
Yeah, that shit
Hey,
felt
y'all.
good. That shit felt good though, because nobody,
way, cheating is
people
wrong.
feel like we agree on everything, and people feel like we pile up on everybody else. So it's
Right.
good for us to go disagree with each other and go
Right.
back and forth sometimes, so people understand that this shit is how it goes. I
Don't
argue with
cheat,
anybody
tell
in this
the
bitch.
truth. That's my motto.
Yeah, but
It's gonna cheat. You gonna get that. You gonna get that
Don't
used
cheat,
dick no
tell
matter
the
how you
truth.
like it.
Don't
Hell,
cheat,
let's
tell the
cheat
truth.
together.
No.
man say
Find
no.
her and let's
That
see what
sounds-
it's
that
about.
sounds-
See, every
That
woman
sounds-
ain't like that.
That
Every
sounds.
woman ain't
That
like
sounds
that.
awful.
But we still yet to get a answer from men. Like I understand why men are the way they are because I'm a man, but we have to find a way to explain this to women, just like they have to find ways to explain things to us. We have to find a way to
Right.
explain this to them to where they understand why we are what we are, and it has to be a way that is not driven by ego, because every answer we get is always centered around ego.
ego-based.
It's always
Right.
about how we feel or what we think or whatever the
About
fuck.
cheating.
Yeah.
About
Mhm.
stuff.
How
Yeah.
many of
when
us?
they ask us like,
But that's only because. But
and I'm gonna tell you
it's
why.
Only okay. Go ahead.
And I'm gonna tell you why it's always going to be centered around ego is because it is ego. The thing about nature, it's ego, like pride. Like that's like. Go ahead.
I don't call it ego though. I understand that we love to put a label on things. That's what we do as humans. We have words for things, but you're asking people to try to explain. That's one of the benefit we talk about animals. Animals don't have to explain why they are. They just are. You get what I'm saying? They just are. And they accept each other for what they are and what they aren't. They fight and kill, but we are what we are.
But you don't think animals have ego?
No, I don't think they view it as they just.
No, that's just the word we put on it to describe it.
So, right, but when you say it has a connotation because we put connotations on words.
Right, but
animals, the lion is just. I'm just being a lion today. I don't think I'm a real nigga.
I feel like lions have
no. That's exactly what it is, because when the alpha male is challenged,
but listen, stop. We gotta stop that.
They get challenged though because their ego.
Stop that. We are naming these things.
We don't know exactly how they think. If you watch their approach to a situation,
but listen what I'm saying. We name alpha. Lions ain't out there like I'm the alpha. That nigga ain't thinking that. I don't fuck with you, nigga. But I'm not even. Let me not.
But it comes off as ego, just like it come off.
Let me not speculate what they thinking. My thing is
the strongest animal wins.
We are putting our words on that. We don't know how them folks view or feel or operate. We observe them and we put our human words on that shit. Right. We don't know how they feel about it. So what I'm saying in general is about why we cheat. We sitting here trying to explain our makeup. You understand? We just trying to put words on shit. Bro, we do this just because this is who we are.
Right.
It's not we trying to rationalize it and justify it, bro. You didn't make yourself.
And I'm not trying
no, I'm not saying us in general. I'm just saying that's why it comes off as like something other than, because we're trying to explain something that's not explainable.
Right.
You didn't create yourself.
It is 1,000% unexplainable.
There's so much about the brain that we don't understand. There's so much about the human body to this day that we don't understand. So we're trying to explain this shit that we don't even have a grasp on.
I agree 1,000% with what you're saying, but my point is the same as yours. But what I'm saying is all we have is words. You feel what I'm saying? So so all we have is words. Just like when we say ego, I know what that means, but it's just a word. You feel what I'm saying? And we can place it on anything. Yeah. But if we all we have is words. If we fucking were in nature, you feel me? Even without words, we would understand what this feeling is, and we would understand it is from us. We wouldn't be able to explain it to them. Right. But because we have words,
I've never cheated out of ego. I've never in my life cheated because I feel like I'm something. I've never in my life.
No. It's because of your perceived definition of ego. What I'm saying is this, bro. Just like when she said, "Why do men cheat?" and you said, "Just because." You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Just because is not an answer.
No, but it is an answer now. But it's not a good enough answer for you. So now I have to go into details and come up with all this extra shit. That's really not the case.
Right.
We just fucking just cuz. That's really it. That's really the answer.
Kind of how y'all may spend money for no reason. Like you can't explain to us why you spent that. No reason. Yeah, you might have already had everything you need, but
there is no reason. That's why I take it off y'all, because it's not you. Don't ever tie a man cheating into you. No matter if he get caught and try to explain his way out of it. I gotta say something. But I would have did this no matter who you were.
But
that man would have cheated on you no matter how much you served him or how you looked. The finest women in the world have all been cheated on. Beyonce, Halle Berry, everybody.
Sometimes we just need that body.
And that's why I use the word ego, is because ego has to do with within and self. Mm-hmm. So when you say just because, that is something that is within us and has nothing to do with them. When it's self-serving and something that's within you, that's ego, bro.
We got to come up with definition word, because they gonna take that as.
But it's the same thing.
Because your ego so big.
But it's the same thing as submission. When you say submission, that's a red flag, right? But submission means what it means. But they're going to take it how they want to take it.
Definition of ego: a person's sense of self-esteem and self-importance.
And that's why I cheat. I don't cheat because I got low self-esteem or high self-esteem.
It didn't say low self-esteem. It says self-esteem.
It says self-esteem. It
means makes you feel something. Serving yourself. Self-serving.
It's a self-serving act.
It is. It is a self-serving act, if that's how you
right.
So
that's ego. That's why I say all we have are words.
Right.
And when you go into the root and the definition of these words, that's what it is. It's a self-serving act. It's something you want to do that you don't care to explain or can't explain. That's ego.
That's not ego.
That is ego. That she just read the definition.
I did, and I interpret. We can all read the same sentence and interpret it. They do it with the Bible all the time, right? I don't.
Words mean what they mean, though, bro.
Yeah, but
you can interpret it how you want to.
Sometimes you don't know how to explain why you did what you did.
Right. So all you have is words, and the words are never. The words are always.
I don't interpret that way.
Right, but words are always going to be taken how you want to take it.
So here's my thing.
I've never cheated on nobody because of self-esteem.
Well, why then?
Then exactly.
Nigga, just cuz. Just cuz. Literally.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
Just because.
Self-serving. It was important to you at that time.
So say it's selfish. It's not my self-esteem or
Selfish
That's
is
what
the same as ego.
It's not
Yeah.
selfish is not the same as ego. That's why they're two different words.
Bro, there are
what do they
several
call
words
it?
that mean the same
But
thing.
what do they call them words that mean the same? Synonyms. It's Google is selfish and ego a synonym. I bet it don't come up. I got $20 on it right now.
All right, man.
It's not the same thing. Can we close out? What's selfish?
Lacking consideration for others, concerned chiefly with one's own personal profit or pleasure.
Ego just said the same thing. Ego just said the
She
same
read that
thing.
like ego was in it. I'm waiting for ego.
Ego just said the same thing.
That
They were the same definitions.
That's not the same definition.
Read the ego definition.
What the fuck?
Read the ego definition.
Ego is self-esteem or I can't remember the back.
Read ego.
I don't remember you.
We're finna close out. We 2 hours arguing about
Sense of self-esteem or self-importance.
Thank
the
you.
part of mind mediates between the conscious or unconscious and is responsible for the reality testing of sense of personal identity compared with ID or super ego.
That's exactly what cheating is.
That's not what the fuck cheating is.
All right,
What
bro.
the fuck are y'all reading? I understand y'all want to make it that.
Self-important.
Okay, so what makes you?
Listen.
Well, you give me the definition.
What makes you cheat then?
This is the thing.
Because
self-importance and
I can agree that it's selfish.
Of course.
Okay, and
It's
that's
always
self-importance. This
That's
what's
not
important.
self-importance. Ego means listen what y'all saying. Ego is attached to how you feel about yourself. That's why I said self-esteem or self-importance. Okay, I don't want to argue. We about to close out. I hate arguing.
No, go ahead though.
Okay, so it's about self-esteem or self-importance, right? It is how I am valuing myself, how I am viewing myself. That is my ego, okay? I have never cheated because of the view of myself. I can say that it is selfish by your definition because I do it without regards for other people. That is accurate, right? But I have never cheated because of something the way I feel about me. It's not my ego or my self-importance, whether high or low or whatever. So it's never
this
my
goes
ego.
Back to why cheat then?
But
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
Because I've answered it.
Just because of what?
It doesn't have to be just because of anything, bro.
That's
it's
it.
it's my makeup.
That's it.
That's not,
Just because it's just because.
That's not
Bro, I put these
justifiable.
pants on today. You know why? Nigga, just because. I had more pants.
Nigga, I went to Chili's just because.
I
Check us
had
out.
more pants.
I went to Chili's just because. Check us out.
Thank y'all for tuning in to the Anxiety Issues
That's a
Podcast.
song right there.
What's
That's
that?
a hook.
Just because, for real.
Hey, write that down.
Thank y'all for tuning into the Anxiety Issues Podcast. I hope y'all enjoy it. We rambled we freestyled the whole
Nah, that was
podcast.
good.
But
It
it
was
was
good.
dope. Lala, are you enjoying yourself so far?
I am.
We gotta bring Bolo back, though. I like his
Absolutely.
energy. Yeah.
Got to bring
We
you
gotta
back.
let bro get off one time.
Thank you for coming. I know you come a long way to get on the podcast. Thank you for jumping on too, man.
Hey,
You
man,
were
I
awesome.
appreciate
Added
y'all
your
having
opinions
me.
in. Tell these people where they can find you though.
At Bunny Bolo 850
That's Instagram.
everywhere.
All right, cool.
Everywhere.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Anxiety Issues Podcast. Until next time.